Hello, people of Earth. It's your pal, the Orbital Outcast, Rad Gnarly, coming away with another low-key broadcast. Tonight, we are hoping to get some of these feuds to stick in the MyGM mode of WWE 2K22 as we present GWA Generation 3. But first, I'd like to say hello to everyone in chat or checking us out on VOD. No matter where or when you happen to be in this great big old world of ours, we are delighted to have you with us. We hope the day finds you well. All right. I need to move some of these text files over. Let's get to the GWA offices in the meantime. Bagoink. Hiya! There we are. Bottom corner for me. Let us projectate ourselves. Okay. Quick update to myself as to what the heck is going on. I know we booked these shows before we leave the previous week's stream, and then I like to recap what we're doing before we play it out. So we got Sammy George teaming with Bailey against Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm. Am I like light on heels or something? Yeah, because I had to bring in Mia Yim because we needed a tag team partner. I mean, I just wanted to flesh out tag single. I wanted to kind of establish 2 tags, 2 singles as our template for the weekly shows, and then we can get a little flexible as feuds dictate on the pay-per-views. But that requires us like establishing both singles and tag team, like regular tag teams. I know Sammy George has a good rapport with our current world champion Shayna Baszler. So in my head canon, even though I can't do this, I'm trying to put together a trios faction of Bailey, George, and Baszler. So that's my headcanon justification for teaming them up here. Ripley and Toni Storm, previously tag champs, or at least feuded for the tag belts. Mr. T coming in. Did we have him last week? Is this his second week with us? Yeah, he got us 12K his first time out. We'll see how Mr. T does in front of the crowd, generating some revenue for us this time around. Then I'm desperate to start feuds here, so I'm fingers crossed I can get Charlotte Flair and Trish Stratus into a feud quickly, because we have a limited time with Trish. How much longer do we have? Let's go ahead and sort by... Oh, there's no way to sort by contract remaining, huh? Maybe draft order? Is that just an order that I hired them? I guess that works, huh? 3 weeks left on Trish, so we got to get drum up something for the pay-per-view for her as fast as we can. Maybe we'll see how reasonable she is about re-signing. If she wants like $100 grand, I don't know about that, but we'll see. What's the going rate for Legends for a 10-week contract on average? Okay, so 50. So you're looking at 25 to 30 for a 5-week, so 50 to 60 for 10. Yeah, there's your right there. There we go. Here's our examples. There's your 50 to 60 for 10. Oh, actually. Huh. Okay, so somewhere between like low mid 40s to 60 for 10 weeks seems reasonable. All right, so if she's in somewhere in the 50s, I'll consider it. If she's like, pay me 75 for 10 weeks, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It's because it's just going to go higher and higher, right? The more we keep renewing that contract. And they are like, my thinking is that we're bringing them in to like try to get our permanent roster members over until I can start buying cards, if cards even exist, where I can just hire people permanently. I got a good tip from Kane Drago as to how to use this. One of your emerging talent stars becomes a permanent senior superstar. So I don't know. Apparently I can only use this on Ignition because they're not booked. But if I didn't book Sammy George, for example, I could potentially use it on her. She's the one that's like, we're actually sort of putting in the ring for whatever reason. So, wait, did she wrestle last time? Who wrestled last week? Who got that shot? Who got their butt handed to them? Hang on, we did 6 and 7. Yes, that was... Oh, it was, Bianca Belair and Sammy George. Okay. All right, in our opener, Sammy George Bailey. This is all good. Let me see. I just went over it already. Oh, sorry. I just went over like the beginning. So yeah, this is a tables match because we're trying to jumpstart a feud if we can. This is a rivalry at a level 3. We're going to try to get it to a 4 this week. If it doesn't work this week, we'll do another promo next week. But once it's at 4, we can take a week off. We can leave the ladies off TV to heal up a little bit. And then, boom, we're hitting them hard because week 10 is a pay-per-view. So we'll hope to peak that at 4. I'm also hoping to have this hot-shotted up to 4. They both have pretty good stamina. This Extreme Rules match is going to suck in terms of stamina for both of them. But if we can get the rivalry to 3, next week we'll just maybe do... Maybe I'll just leave them off next week. Or, worst case scenario, call-out promo. Maybe we can bump it to a 4. Again, in time, just in time for the pay-per-view. We're still going to probably do a title match, Asuka Baszler, at the next PPV, which is week 10, which is going to be Payback. We're going over the long-term booking plans as we can kind of fathom, because we're trying to, stabilize. We're trying to figure out how to like guarantee start a rivalry. Trying to figure out how to keep them, ignite the flame and then fan it from pay-per-view to pay-per-view. Doesn't really leave us room. Hey, what's going on? Wiffleball Tony, thank you so much for the follow. Hope you're having a great day. Just going over the first of 2 shows that we'll be broadcasting, and then we're going to book the pay-per-view that we will eventually run next week. Hang on now. Oh, Rasco, thanks very much for getting some subs. Hang on, Wiffleball Tony. Oh, I thought that was a follow, but that was a new member. Wiffleball Tony, Fun Size Munchkin, and Let's Go Blues. Rasco, thank you so much. Here we go. Some tambourine for y'all. I just see the alerts pop up in front of my face, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. There. If you'd done that first, I would have known you were around. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. Okay. So blew that first call. Thought it was a new follow. 3 new members of the Silent G unit. Happy to have them. All right, where was I in terms of... Oh, yeah, so this we're sizzling up to 4, and then we're going to leave it there. This is, quite honestly, we're just... Like I said, my dream layout for each week is tag singles. Not necessarily in that order, but 2 tags, 2 singles, so we can get a number of people on the card. They're not as taxing as singles matches. And we can sort of like keep things simmering and help people get a little bit more popular here and there. Here we just have faces and heels together. Casey and Mia Yim are short-term contracts. Morgan and Lynch are full-time members. So, and if we can spark a tag feud, between anything going on here, I'm welcome to it. And like we said, where Asuka's calling out Shayna Baszler, like, what the crap? You didn't really get my belt from me. Becky Lynch helped you. Blah 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 blah. Trying to spark that into a feud quickly because we got 2 weeks to the pay-per-view. If we can get it to a level 1 this week, I have no idea. If I could figure out how to use 1 week of TV to potentially add 2 levels to a feud, I will do my best to get this to a level 3 by the pay-per-view. But if not, it's something we're gonna have to try to again get to a 4 and simmer until the pay-per-view at week 15, whatever that turns out to be. And then our main event, our other fast-track feud that we finally got clicking. Raquel refusing to go long-term in a feud with Liv Morgan, tired of working with her after like 2 losses. 2 consecutive losses, but 2 losses nonetheless. Has now moved on to pestered Naomi until they finally got into a feud here. So now that they're into it, we're going for it. Big Extreme Rules match. Hoping to get that to a 3, if not, maybe pump it up to a 4 in one shot. And then, even if we just get it to a 3, we'll probably give these 4 ladies here and here the week off, because Asuka could certainly use it. Naomi and Raquel are going to need it after this. Everybody else, stamina-wise, is doing pretty good. That tables match is going to take a bit of a toll, but again, hopefully I'm trying to spark a feud there. That's it. Just trying to get all these irons in the fire, or as many irons in the fire as we can drum up by the time the pay-per-view hits. And I got to remember to use this power card to double the cost of my opposing brand show for next week's show. I got to remember to use that next week because If I use it in week 9, it'll double their cost of their week 10 show, and the week 10 show is the pay-per-view, and that's when you want to go all out. And I'm also going to use this. I'm going to do a TLC match. We're going to maybe hire a jobber and then immediately turn them into a roster member. I don't know if I can use that on anybody. It would be great if I could just use that on any... I guess they have to be an emerging talent. Yeah. It would be cool if I could use that on any, like, low-level, like, short-term roster member. Like, I'm just going to use them as an example. Like a Shotzi. If they were on my card for 5 weeks, but their popularity started at, like, a 30-something, much like the other jobbers. Excuse me, the other enhancement talent. Using that, I feel like maybe they could be valid for that. But if it's just for the, like, created people that are enhancing your roster, I don't know if I want to showcase them too much, but we at least have Sammy George in the first match to directly contradict what I just said. You know, we're using them sparingly, and they were the cheapest people we could hire when we were first hiring folk. All right, booking confirmed. Woof. It cost us a pretty penny, but we're going to make more than 100 grand back, so we're going to make our money back for sure. I'm going to get myself out of the way. Oh, yeah! I have satisfied... Yeah, 3 of the 4 optional bonuses, because I don't have enough rivalries to really kick it into high gear. But if we can get, you know, all these 12,500 tickets sold, etc., etc. Oh, hang on. We'll be A-okay. All right, confirm that booking. To the Thunderdome! Except we have people. Thunderdome with actual people. Oh, I forgot. So I did try out a second save. I guess I can get back on camera quick. I did try out a second save real quick where I played a match to see if there were any options that I could, like, perhaps adjust the rules to, like, turn entrances off permanently, affect countouts, affect disqualifications. Unfortunately not. Apparently the sort of general consensus is most people just sort of simulate this mode and just get through it and just build, like, just go fast week to week to week and don't really do what I do, which is, like, book it, run it, see how it went, talk about it, book the next one, etc. So that's fine. I wish I had the option, but maybe notes for next year's edition, like little things, like little tweaks, like let me use whatever the default, like if not just the whatever default singles and tag team rules are that are in your, like, exhibition matches, if you could blow it open to, if you want to keep just the same handful of match types, like tables, extreme rules, TLC, Hell in a Cell, pretty basic stuff, honestly. If you want to keep those, but allow us to play with the custom match rules in the next iteration, and be able to apply those in some ways, like a 4 to 6 person or 8 person, like an Armageddon Hell in a Cell as an option, or like a 3-team TLC as an option, like something that harkens back to your past, but, like, you know. Anyway, we're going to spectate. All that to say, I have no control over our basic rule sets, so no DQ, no count out. Hiya! Entrance is on, but I'll do my best to skip them as we watch Sammy George and Bayley against Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm in tag team action to kick off this week's action. Action. Tag team activities. What was it? Oh, for a while they weren't matches, they were events. We're going to bring you this tag team event. We're not going to call them matches because that sounded too much like fighting. I'll leave it to you to guess which league employed that rule. Call them events. Yeah, someone's got to talk to Sammy George about maybe getting with more of the costuming department and getting a bit of a better look together if they want to consistently show up on our programming. We'll see. Oh, here we go. There goes in the ring. A ring-a-ding-ding-dong. Yeah, and away we go. Toni Storm in there with Bayley to start things off. Oh, a knee breaker by Bayley in with a dragon screw. Nice combination. Early work on the knee as Bayley ascending to the top turnbuckle. Oh, able to catch him in the small of the back with the diving elbow. Toni Storm started to get up, but didn't get all the way up in time. Nice kind of a leg hook assisted suplex there. Extra momentum on him. That throw from Bayley. Hang on. Forearm across the cheek into the cover. 2 count and a strong kick out from Toni Storm, but she's got to get her wits about her in a big bad way, and that slap to the face isn't going to help. As we take our first look at Bayley's protege, Sammy George here, sort of taken under the wing of both Bayley and Shayna Baszler here is Sammy George. After some impressive performances, not the best win-loss record, but again, you can see the technique on display. Excellent counter to that German suplex. As we said, some phenomenal performances, but not the best win-loss record for Sammy George. Going to maybe find that missing edge by aligning herself with Bayley and Shayna Baszler. Meanwhile, Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley have been teaming together since the inception of this brand. We're going to climb the ranks back into title contention. A win against Bayley. And young Sammy George here will go a long way. George working the armbar on the floor. No countouts, no disqualifications in all the matches here. And it just gets worse from there. Some we have weapons that are encouraged, and in fact we stock more violent weapons onto the ring. We call those Extreme Rules matches. We have tables matches where the only way to win is to put your opponent through a table. TLC matches, tables, ladders, and chairs, where depending on whether you're a champion or not, you either pin your opponent or grab a title from over the ring. And I believe we also have Hell in a Cell. An anything goes cage match where the only way to win is by pinfall or submission. So there must always be a winner here in the GWA, and Toni Storm looking to win tonight. Oh! George able to swipe away that big missile drop kick. Toni Storm momentarily distracted by Bayley on the apron, who was also trying to get a piece of her legs there. George looking to take advantage. We're just going to hang her up. Oh, with this deadlift dragon sleeper in the corner. Ref should be issuing a count of 5 there, but no disqualifications here. Toni Storm able to get a desperation tag into Rhea Ripley, but also Bayley tagged in on the other side, going to help Toni Storm out of the ring. Oh, and then it looks like Rhea Ripley is going to try to help Bayley out, but Bayley able to thwart that attempt. Get back inside. Ooh, and the clubber begins between the two ladies. Nice Saito suplex. Bayley out to George. George is getting upset. Oh, would be 2 after suffering those vicious knees from Rhea Ripley. Off the ropes they go. Sammy George getting the better of that exchange. What a clothesline, now into the knee bar. Kind of a hybrid style here. You can see the influences of both of her mentors, Bayley and Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler, the submission magician, the other known associate of Sammy George. So again, we really have to get in contact with our costume people. Oh, cravat plex! Nicely executed by George there. Immediately pulling Rhea Ripley back to her feet. As we said, Ripley and Storm, former title contenders, if not holders. Let me check my notes right quick. I mean, they were indeed the inaugural champions here. Sammy George getting marched across the ring right in front of her partner, Bayley. I think I saw Rhea Ripley wink at Bayley on the way by. Oh, now kind of calling her out. Casually walking to the corner to tag in Toni Storm, knowing full well that Sammy George was in a position to tag in Bayley. Oh. Bayley and George both distracted by Ripley now. And Toni Storm. Oh, and to crack the back of Bayley. Looking for the cover, perhaps? Nope. Working Bayley back into her corner, but her partner nowhere to be seen. Stunned on the outside is Rhea Ripley. Bayley into the Bayley to belly. Now drags Toni Storm away from the ropes. Trying to get a pin in here while Ripley is stunned. 1, 2. Toni Storm out at 2. Bayley now looking for something off the top. Whoa, what agility. Leaping to the top rope there. Oh, cross body. Didn't quite hit her how she wanted, but it looked like she hit her in the head with her knees. At the very least. Toni able to counter that German suplex. Rhea Ripley finally back into the corner of the former champions. Pile driver by Toni Storm. Bayley down and out. Toni Storm tagging in her partner. See how recovered Ripley is. Nice leg drop. Bayley says no. Puts the leg out. Pulls her back to her feet. Rose plant. Wrong corner of the ring, but the rose plant to Ripley. Toni Storm there to break it up. Our apologies on that camera work. Oh, hang on. Tiger driver to Toni Storm. Her version of the strong zero used against her here by Bayley. Storm stunned in the corner. Ripley, oh, able to avoid Bayley. Coming off the top rope. Ripley into the choke bomb. Referee distracted by Storm. Still stunned there in the corner. Should be laying down a 5 count, but again, no true disqualifications here. You can see the ref real nervous, unsure what to do. Just mesmerized by Toni Storm in the corner. Just thinking about all the options he had in life that brought him here. Meanwhile, behind him, the match continues. Double accent. Oh, ref comes to in time to run a little too far to get into position for the count. And that could have cost Bayley the match there, as Ripley's out at 2. Once again, referee just rubbernecking. Staring a hole through Toni Storm. Oh no, hang on, not even looking in her direction. Bayley into the rings here, the brutalizer. Ripley able to fight out. Oh no, referee, yeah, just lost out there. Toni Storm has not moved in ages. Referee looks to the crowd to try to figure out what to do. I know she was stunned, but she seems to be like stuck. Unless she gets involved again. Oh God, Northern Lights on the floor. I don't know if that was wise of Rhea Ripley. That could have damaged her head as well, but goodness gracious me. Oh, Bayley attacking the knee. Chop the legs away out of Rhea from underneath Rhea Ripley. Now bullying her back into the ring. Toni Storm still in the corner, just chilling. Referee just unsure what to do, just standing there awkwardly. The clubber and blow by Bayley. Oh, and just a slap to the face. The disrespect. Now she tags in Sammy George. Referee's like, yeah, sure, I guess. Doesn't even move. I don't know if he's trying to protect Toni Storm in the corner or if he's just genuinely unsure of what to do with his life at this point. Is the referee, hang on. Ripley's got to be going it alone here for a while. Toni Storm is still out in the corner. Doing a fine job of it. Pulling her into the prism trap. Hang on, referee keeping Bayley out of the ring. This is going to be a one-on-one finish. Oh no, but Sammy George able to power out. Man, another impressive showing by this youngster here on the roster. Powering out of the prism trap of Rhea Ripley. He's had to be going it alone here. Hang on, gets caught. Riptide. Nope. Rhea Ripley electing to let go rather than be attacked by Bayley, who again is, she herself was distracted by Toni Storm there, who is still motionless in the corner. Oh, Bayley's stunned. She's going to roll out, or she's going to lie there, one or the other. Ripley's going to stay put. Sammy George is down and out. Referee absolutely stunned as well. Toni Storm still in the corner where we left her. Big leg drop to Bayley. She finally rolls out of the ring. It's a neat stunned bar out there. Okay, now Sammy, throw her across. Nope. Referee just casually checking on the match in front of him. Yeah, don't mind that, ref. I guess it's technically not a choke, but also not a submission. It's the referee again, staring longingly into the eyes of the semi-conscious Toni Storm, who is, I just noticed, floating in midair. Hang on, Northern Lights by Rhea Ripley. That could do it. Sammy George out at 2.5. Toni Storm in the corner, but a good, like, inch or two off the ground somehow. Nice dragon spear as we still await the return of Bayley to the apron. Someone could check on Bayley at the back. That would be great. If we get somebody to check on Bayley real quick. There we go. Bayley back to life just in time to watch Sammy George wrapped up in Prism Trap number 2. Bayley there to break it up almost immediately. Ref not getting in her business this time for whatever reason. Oh, and right back out she goes as Rhea goes for the pin. Nope. Changes her mind. Unchanges her mind. 2 and... Sammy George out at 2, but you take a look at the health bar at the bottom of the screen. Sammy George in a big bad way as she's now trapped in a version of the camel clutch by Rhea Ripley here. Sammy George may tap, or her head may pop off. One or the other. Stay tuned. No, not giving up is Sammy George, who's in a bad way here. Bringing it back into it. Bayley trying to get back in position. Nice. Bit of a snap German there from George. Allows her the time and space to tag Bayley in. Bayley far fresher of the two. Rhea Ripley, it must be said, has been doing a fantastic job. Oh, hang on. Bayley finally tries to wake up Toni Storm with a well-placed clothesline in the corner. Toni Storm finally able to move and properly utilize that stun bar. We could have ourselves a tag team match after all here. Bayley taking control. Oh, missing the stomp. That comes Ripley, who I was trying to say was doing a fantastic job on her own here, while Toni Storm was going through it. Some sort of existential crisis in the corner. Bit of a crisis for Bayley here. She gets hit with the riptide. 1, 2, no! Just out before the count of 3 is Bayley. This fight continues. See the confidence on the face of Sammy George. Didn't move a muscle from the apron to help her tag team partner. Bayley with that single arm DDT. Going for the rose plant on Rhea Ripley. Into the cover. 1, 2, and you won't believe it. Toni Storm makes the save. She's alive and well, folks, or at least she was, as she gets planted by Bayley. Bayley with that second rose plant, helping Toni Storm back into the corner. Toni Storm not having it. Out to the apron is Storm, who I think is still supposed to be stunned. We'll see. Keep your eye on that pulsing bar at the top of the screen if she ever gets tagged back in legally. Rhea Ripley going for the Prism Trap right in front of Sammy George. Bayley also pretty close to the ropes here. Don't know if rope breaks quite count. Yeah, they do on pins and stuff. Rope breaks still count, but no. Hey, she's got... Hang on! Bayley had a hold of the rope there, ref. Ripley and Storm going to be counting your winners at a 3 count, but Bayley holding on to the bottom rope. What is going on with the refereeing here?
Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley.
Very interesting. I would not have anticipated that. So the baby faces win on account of referee buffoonery in a 2-star mediocre match. Dear, oh dear. Let me get my notes out. Let me get my notes out. That match was ridiculous. I can't believe Toni Storm survived all that. That was amazing. Okay, so after all that, 2 stars. Not a great start, gotta be honest. Typically you want the first and last matches to be your peak, and I don't want 2 stars to be our peak, so I'm okay if they ding us for having more exciting matches after this one. I should have maybe put this one on second. There's something. Started with the tables match. We'll see. Mediocre, saith the crowd. All right. Dingity ding dong. That's okay. Send out Mr. T. Yay! They didn't hate him. Like, his popularity didn't even go down. And another 12 grand for us. Okay. So he's another hire that was, I think, somewhere between the $25,000 and $30,000 range for 5 weeks. So we're going to use him as an advertising promo for 5 weeks. And everything over $30,000 is profit. I might grab a legend next time, now that we've done 2 advertisings in a row. Or that we will be doing 2 advertisings in a row. I might grab one next time and just have them do charity promos, because that costs us money, but gets us fans. Gets us fans. All right, so continue this. Pow! Now we are still desperate to start the Charlotte Flair Trish Stratus feud. We got Trish Stratus for 3 more weeks. This is her first match, so we're hoping. Because we had Flair and Trish involved in promos against each other last week, which was, like a call out. Flair probably called out Trish, and for whatever reason did not spark. So we're hoping to spark something by one putting the other through a table, and if it sparks a feud, we can pretend it was a contract negotiation. So let's get down to it. Let me get myself out of the. Okay, welcome to Armor Horror. Well, welcome back. We're still here. Let's skip these entrances. Sweet dreams are made of this for Charlotte Flair tonight. Out comes Trish Stratus. Able to test herself again. Oh, I guess I hadn't seen Trish Stratus' entrance yet, but whatever. Test herself against the legend, Trish Stratus. Brought a lot of legitimacy to the women's division at a time when it had next to none. For having the audacity to take her job seriously and actually train to wrestle rather than just be eye candy. Oh, but you can see that natural athleticism on display. Trish Stratus off the top rope. Bit of a leg drop variation. What you got in mind here? Oh, there's that camel clutch variant, just pulling at the temples. For Charlotte Flair is Trish Stratus. To my knowledge, the first time these 2 ladies are facing one another. Happy to be bringing it to you on the GWA's version of NXT. Whoa, up and over goes Flair. Oh, man. Spiking Trish with that DDT. Only way to win this one. Put your opponent through a table. One of the specialities of my GM mode. A lot of tables matches, TLC matches, Extreme Rules matches. Haven't done a Hell in a Cell yet, but we'll get there. See Charlotte Flair now ascending to the top turnbuckle. Has a fantastic moonsault and looking to use it. Oh, right on the money is Charlotte Flair, but that is not going to win her the matchup. Unless, of course, Trish Stratus were laying on a table. Oh, speaking of. Stratus scooting out of the ring there. Oh, jeer. Fantastic camera work here, bringing you all the action. As Charlotte and Trish fight behind a table. Suplex by Charlotte, I assure you. There we go, now they've moved over a bit. Trish sent back into the ring. Oh, perfect. Bird's eye view of the tables, over the shoulder POV this whole time. What must table be thinking? Charlotte heads across the ring to grab one of its relatives. I love that we have that hard cam table set up. That's my favorite. What a show we're doing today. Oh! Big old bonk to the noggin for Charlotte Flair. Just bouncing that table off her. Had she put her through it with the force of that, that would have been it, I assume. Trish first to set a table up in the center of the ring, but it could cost her as Charlotte immediately takes over. I think she's trying to march her into the turnbuckle there. Maybe trying to... Oh, hang on. Nicely done. Round and round she goes. And then over goes Charlotte Flair. Assisted satellite head scissor takeover. Right. Trish dealing out some stratisfaction, perhaps. Oh, Easy counter by Flair, slipping out of that. Into the knee breaker. Classic Flair offense, trying to break down a body part. But her figure 8 submission hold won't save her. Oh, there it is! Just like that, a Hurricane Rana from Trish Stratus sends Charlotte Flair sailing through the table. Let's take another look at it. Yeah, the long legs of Flair.
Here's your winner, Trish Stratus.
I'm hoping Charlotte Flair is real upset about that performance. Oh, we never finished the story with the hard cam table, but he lives to fight another day. Is he still there? That's all I'm waiting for. Did not start a feud. All right. But better than the match before it, which is unfortunate. We're going to get dinged for that. Didn't start a feud. That is wild to me, but that's fine. She looks rather menacing as it is. Oh, boy. I tried so hard. All right, speaking of feuds, this one, it's already telling me up top that this one dings this up to a 4 out of 4. So this one is primed and ready for the pay-per-view in 2 weeks. Or, next week. Well, actually, yeah, in 2 weeks, because next Thursday, I'll be in Toronto during normal GWA time. That's right, we're taking next week off. Let me say that loud and clear. No stream next week. I will be watching the real wrestles. Okay, Rivalry 4, let's put that up in my... So, Bianca Xia Li is a Rivalry 4. That means I'm pretty sure I can hold that off of the show next week. And then, pow, bust it out at the pay-per-view with no ill effect. Like, we just take a week off, people get a little stamina back. Okay. Woo! Excellent promo from Xia Li. The rivalry has grown to a perfect level 4 out of 4. Wonderful. That's everything we needed from that segment. And this one, again, we're just trying to get match variety, the stamina cost of a straight tag team match. Not that bad. Yeah, I should have put, thinking on it now. Yeah, but then that's 2 tag matches in a row. I don't know if they'll ding you for like where they're placed, but they certainly want you to have variety, like more than one type of match, like not just a singles, not just a tag, but maybe like, a tag tables or a singles, blah blah blah. Anyway, can't wait till we can afford blah 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 matches. By the way, they're gonna rule. All right, let's spectate. Let us spectate this hastily thrown together tag team match with Casey Catanzaro and Liv Morgan against Mia Yim and Becky Lynch. Mia Yim, who we just hired this week specifically because we needed a heel to go into this tag match. So now we have Mia Yim for 5 weeks, which is fine. I'm not complaining. Heck of a competitor. Can't wait to see them bust out that package pile driver. I tried in the edit a superstar mode to make a alternate outfit for Casey Catanzaro and set that to the default, just to see if that would then reflect the change here in my GM mode. I unfortunately was unable to do that because I have already filled all 100 Creator Wrestler slots in my save game. And that's how I found out today that if you just make an alternate attire for an existing superstar, you sacrifice a Create a Wrestler slot, which is kind of too high a price to pay for a second outfit for a superstar where you can make 2 outfits from scratch for any created superstar. So it's a weird trade to me, but not my burden to bear, as I've already filled all the cost slots. So can't do any. The only reason I was investigating was I was trying to see if I could get people in regular tag teams with more matching gear that I could at least have the palettes matched and stuff. But looks like I can't. All right, let me get out of the way. Hoo-yah! And let's get on down to the ring. Some more tag team action. Let's see if this one can top the 2-star affair earlier in the night. That's my bad. I should put the table match on first and just ate the double tag in a row. See if they complained about it or not. Again, it's me just trying to fill out the card, get a lot of people on there, slowly building their popularity without dinging their stamina too much. Playing the long game. I'm just playing the game basically. Trying to manage things as best we can as we see Liv and Casey Catanzaro been quite successful as a team. I mean, they did come up short. Oh, Becky looks like she smells something. Did come up short against in their tag team title opportunity, but still impressing officials here. Let's see what we. Oh yeah, this is. I mean, we've seen Mia Yim's entrance in other universe versions of the GWA. Yeah, it just looks weird.
And from Fontana, California.
If you're bipping and a booping and a bopping to music that's not there. Yeah, that's me. Okay. It's Mia. Hop, hop, hop. With Morgan and Becky Lynch starting us off. We are underway. Let's see if the referee can keep focused on the action here. Nope. Took him 3 punches to get to figure out to move out of the way. Yeah, I can't get over how passive the referees look. Anyway. Off the ropes. Whoop! Looking for that satellite head scissor. Inspired by her idol, Trish Stratus, who we saw earlier tonight. Successful in a tables match. That again did not spark a sudden feud. As it should have. We'll see. I'll just keep putting them in matches together and see what happens. They'll feud whether they want to or not. First look at Mia Yim in this universe's iteration. Oh, dang. I'm going to make a mark and leave a mark on Liv Morgan here. Taint Buster by Mia Yim. Also known as the Atomic Drop. Manhattan Drop if you two are facing one another. I don't know why it's called that. Casey Catanzaro, the other short-term contract member in this matchup. Oh! Trying to impress both the fans and the GWA officials here. Giving herself more TV time and title opportunities. The 5'0" Dynamo, seemingly one of her nicknames. These signs in the crowd tell me. Oh, hang on. What is going on here? Oh, it's tarantula time for Casey Catanzaro. Nothing to do but suffer it. I thought Becky Lynch tagged in before that happened, but I guess not. Oh! Nice go around on that spin kick. Shades of Shelton Benjamin in the money clip from Mia Yim there. Very interesting addition to her moveset, given their rather playful Twitter rivalry. Oh, hang on. There's that seated figure 4 variation we've seen from Natalya as well. Be popular amongst the female athletes here. Hang on. Becky Lynch going way up top. Oh! As is the diving elbow. Everyone seems to have one. Becky Lynch has landed perfectly center of the ring, but Casey out at 2. A little bit of joy in Mudville. Casey still up to bat here. Oh, hang on. Does Yim have in mind? Deadlift into a German suplex. Unfortunately for Yim. Catanzaro's legs ending up through the ropes there. Oh, just stomping away in the side of her head. Oh! Shot to the jaw from Mia Yim in response. Casey might dive for a tag here, but the shots to the head seem to have fired her up. Oh, there she goes. Able to body Mia Yim across the ring and set her up in the corner here. What a sequence from Catanzaro. Up and over into the leg drop. Nicely done. Suddenly it's all Catanzaro. Ooh. Once again, bodily heaving Mia Yim to the canvas before tagging in Liv Morgan. Casey deciding to quit while she's ahead. See what her partner can get up to. Off the Brett's rope, splash. No water in the pool for Liv Morgan. And Mia Yim in full view of Casey Catanzaro employing those same stomps to the side of the head that so enraged her. Mind games. Being played by Mia Yim here. Oh. Big kitchen sink knee lift to the midsection of Liv Morgan. And in comes Becky Lynch. Oh! Morgan able to cut her off. Nicely done. Oh, working the leg now. I miss that. Not enough people do that old school move anymore where they like brace their leg on your leg and then flip. Like they're hyperextending everything. It's a good looking move. Hang on. Speaking of a good looking move, the manhandle slam by Becky Lynch. Into the cover, 2 and no. Live out at 2. Becky's got something else in mind here. Could be thinking disarmer. And she is. Dragging her down to the canvas. Trying to get between her and the ropes. Here comes Catanzaro with a drop kick to the side of the head to break up the submission hold. Up and over she goes. Nicely done into the DDT. Ref laid in that 5 count. Casey Catanzaro has till 5 to get out, or there might actually be a disqualification in this matchup. Ooh. Pump handle belly to back suplex. Out of Becky Lynch there. Don't see that too often. Oh gosh. And Liv Morgan just tried to flatten her. Stomp the air out of her lungs. Oh, and then splash the rest away. Gotta make sure Becky's not coughing up blood here, but good lord, back to work on the torso goes Liv Morgan. And now the spine. Oh, drop kick to the face of Lynch, who was trying to fire up. Morgan taking control on Lynch here, trying to hyperextend that knee. Pulls Lynch back up to her feet. Over she goes. Boom, the flatliner into the cover. 1, 2. No! 2 3/4 as the crowd chants tag team wrestling. They are recognizing that they are in fact watching a tag team match, so that's good. They know where they are. Whoa! Liv making short work of Mia Yim's attempt to help out her partner. Quick tag to Catanzaro as Becky Lynch slow to recover. Oh! Lynch able to block that 360 lung blower that Casey likes to use. Now Becky Lynch with a finisher charged. Into the disarmer as Mia Yim getting back on the apron. Oh! There you saw on the other side of your screen, Mia Yim taking care of Liv Morgan. Becky Lynch going to try to pin her here. Going to try to put all her weight on the shoulders. Casey still has enough to fight out. Incredibly difficult to kick out after having your arm wrenched like that. Oh, manhandle slam by Lynch. That should do it, but she's not content. Once again pulling Catanzaro back to her feet. Sets her up in the corner. Tag to Mia Yim. Some tag team offense here, perhaps. Oh, double stomp to the back as Becky was holding her into a neat defeat from Mia Yim. Covers Casey Catanzaro. 1, 2, 3. Your winners, Mia Yim and Becky Lynch. Nice tag team finish there. That handoff started with this deadly manhandle slam that Liv Morgan somehow survived. Boom, one for Casey Catanzaro that you can kind of see through the blurry camera effects that are highly unnecessary. Then an eat defeat for Mia Yim, and that's all she wrote.
Becky Lynch and Mia Yim.
As Becky Lynch and Mia Yim win. Let's see how we did star-wise. I'm going to say 2 again, probably. All right, 2.5, and we got a rivalry here. I'll run it. No problem. No problem. I'll take a 2.5. Not terrible. All right, so we got a level 1 tag rivalry. Catanzaro and Morgan versus Lynch and Yim. No problem. You two will be seeing a lot of each other from now on. Unfortunately, you can't do like tag team call-outs, so I can't have like the 2 of them call out the other 2 of them. Those are only for singles rivalries. So we can't support this rivalry through promos. It has to all be in ring, and their matches have to not bore the crowd, and they have to actually like do something to build the build. So we'll see. We'll see how we can. I've never successfully gotten a tag team rivalry to 4, so we'll see. See how this goes. We got a new one to start with. 2.5. Not terrible. Ding, ding, ding. I still should have put that tables on first, I guess. It was fine, says the crowd. It was all right. Got a rivalry going. Speaking of rivalries, I can see it already happened. Asuka calling out Shayna Baszler, so we got a rivalry there. I can already see it. Already a rivalry 1. Excellent. So we're going to try to... Again, we're going to try to... I don't know if we can hotshot it, but we're definitely going to keep it going on the pay-per-view. Like to the pay-per-view, after the pay-per-view. We can only blow off a feud at a pay-per-view if it's a level 3 or a 4. So if I can get it to a 2 at the pay-per-view and then have a match at the pay-per-view to get it to a 3, we can try to simmer it for 4 weeks and see how successful we are at that. It's basically... We're learning the ins and outs of starting a feud, maintaining a feud, peaking a feud at the right time. It's apparently all about that, to get those star ratings, because like you put on a great overall show, you get the max amount of money and merch sales and ticket sales, the max amount of publicity on social media, etc., etc. Like you just do the best. So we're just going to try to put on the best show we can, and that also includes finally a rivalry involving our world champion, who is currently Shayna Baszler, by the way. So we're going to milk a feud between her and Asuka for as long as we can. And this is the other, I think it's a level 2 feud already, that we're going to try to run up to 4 before the pay-per-view. I'm content if this gets to 3 after this Extreme Rules match, and then we give them a week off to heal, and then we blow it off at a level 3 at the pay-per-view. I'm hoping that putting the titles on the line will help carry some of the load of the pay-per-view matches, because I think we have 5 that week, and the rest is we're going to try to blow off 2 feuds, have 2 title matches that again hopefully will also be involved in feuds, if not at least just be exciting title matches for the fans, and then the 5th match likely just be us trying to run up another feud or just get something going with somebody. Who knows? We'll burn that bridge when we get there. I mean, cross it. Cross it, of course. All right. Let us spectate the first of 2 main events we're going to be presenting tonight. Naomi versus Raquel Gonzalez. This is a level 2 feud. Try to bump it up to a level 3 with a big, beefy Extreme Rules match. This is going to take its toll on both of these ladies. Let's see who comes out on top. They are currently 1-1 in tables matches to get to this point, if I remember correctly. Let's get on down to the ring. After we skip-a-dip these entrances. Skip-a-dippity-doo-dar. A full house here tonight. Lovely to see everybody. Place holds 12-5. I swear to gosh, if it's playing the same Pretzel Rock song... Oh my gosh! Level 2 Miracle of Sound. Anyway. Gonzalez.
From Rio Grande Valley, Texas.
We'll never know your name. I'm teasing. Alright, so, Extreme Rules doesn't differ too much from our normal rule set, which is kind of silly. But weapons are more encouraged, and there's a more violent variety of them available under the ring. So expect to see, tables, ladders to come into play. Certainly not chairs as well, because that's a whole other ball of wax. Oh! Raquel got waxed on that landing. Naomi looking to take quick advantage here. Standard rules apply where you win by pinfall or submission. Other than that, do as you please to your opponent in the process of wearing them down in service of that submission or pinfall. Weapons, as we said, absolutely encouraged in this match type. Gonzalez with a nice counter there. Oof. You're going to see the power game out of Raquel Gonzalez. Naomi's going to have to stick and move against someone like Raquel here. Oh! As Naomi lined up for these 3 consecutive clotheslines. Excellent wrist control that whole time from Gonzalez. Naomi with no choice but to follow through. Or snap her wrist or worse. Absorb those clotheslines. Big boot. Oh, hang on. I think Naomi sidestepped it at the last second. Nicely done into the Hurricane Rana. And Naomi may be going for some plunder out of the ring here. Oh! What extension of that kick to the back of the head of Raquel, who eats a snap suplex on the floor. Now Naomi looking out of the ring, but nope. Gonzalez immediately back in control with another series of clotheslines. Oh. Looks like Naomi's going to have to learn this lesson the hard way. Oh, thanks Raquel Gonzalez. Now the action spill out to the floor. Perfectly legal in an Extreme Rules match here. Also apparently perfectly legal in every match, but we can't help that. Oh, what a spine buster from Gonzalez. We said you'd see the power on display here. Certainly when she's in offensive control. Oh, jeez, just whips her halfway across the ring by the leg. My word, that could have torn any number of things. Naomi is determined to get something from under this section of the ring. I don't know what it is exactly. Oh, it's a kendo stick! But Raquel Gonzalez immediately there to meet her. Naomi unable to get her weapon of choice. Ooh. Now looking to send Raquel Gonzalez walking, but does not grab her kendo stick again. Oh, instead opting to grab something else from under the ring. What could this be? Oh, a baseball bat. Oh, swing and a miss. That could have spelled disaster for Raquel Gonzalez. Luckily for her, Naomi did not connect with that overhand swing to the temple. And the kind of bouncing. Oh, jeez. The quick feet of Naomi there. Man, that kick will surprise you. It surprises me. Off the ropes we go. Oh! Swing and a miss from Naomi. And as we said, this feud all started after Raquel Gonzalez repeatedly called Naomi out. Eventually got her signed to a tables match. Women are 1-1 in tables matches since, including their first encounter. It's technically the rubber match, but I don't know if it's going to settle any issues between the two. Big boot off the ropes by Gonzalez. Trying to press her advantage, but Naomi now just sends Gonzalez to the floor. What velocity on that hammer throw from Naomi, who once again looking under the ring for some plunder. A sledgehammer this time. Oh, to the knee. Oh, and now to the midsection. Oh, God. Wearing out Gonzalez as Naomi here. All perfectly legal in an Extreme Rules match. We told you we stocked more violent weapons under there, and we meant it. Oh, God. Saw Raquel Gonzalez careening into the guardrail. The hard cam side of the ring. Naomi rolls out to follow her. Gonzalez. Oh. Gonzalez was looking for that flip up into the over-the-shoulder power slam, but Naomi able to counter. Back and forth these two women go here. Oh, gee. Headlock. Oh. Lifts her off the ground, just spinning around there. Is Gonzalez considering a dive outside, or... Oh, never mind. Distracted by somebody in the crowd, perhaps. Was Raquel Gonzalez there that allowed Naomi to get back to her feet. Try to get back into this thing. Oh! Oh, another short clothesline. Seen that throughout the matchup from Gonzalez here. Just rattling away. Cerebellum of Naomi. Who I thought was going for her sledgehammer, but no. Kind of one and done with most of these weapons is Naomi. Oh! Now reaching for a steel chair under the ring. Now Gonzalez is back, and she's got the kendo stick that Naomi introduced in this matchup in the first place. Action spilling back into the ring now. Oh, hang on. Shingo bomb by Gonzalez. This could do it. 2. No, Naomi out at 2. Gonzalez out of nowhere with that Chingoa bomb. Am I saying that right? Hang on. Ooh, now into the gory special. Gonna try to get Naomi to tap out here. Is Gonzalez. Chingona. I was missing an N. And that's it! Naomi taps! Your winner, Raquel Gonzalez. Minimal weapon usage. But a violent fight nonetheless. There you see the Chingona bomb. That's where things really turned around at the end of this. Naomi got surprised by that. Able to kick out. Could not handle the follow-up gory special. As there you see both hands locked. Gonzalez just cranking away at the neck, the chin, just literally trying to pull the head off the spine of Naomi. No recourse but to tap out. Another point to Gonzalez. Let's see if it put a little more mustard on this feud. Amazing, a 4-star match. Okay, I'll take it. And the rivalry went up like it should. I will also take that. Take that. I will. Okay, wait a minute. Oh yeah, okay, so it's up to 3, Naomi Raquel. So again, we're gonna give them next week off. Some time to rest, because you can blow off a level 3 feud at a pay-per-view. So that got 4 stars. What a main event, I guess. Rivalry 3. Okay. One sec, just updating my text file, and then we'll check out the rest, or what else we need to do here in week 9. Okay. Rivalry hits 3, got a 4-star main event. Not bad. It's still going to yell at us for the opening match not being nearly as good as it should have been. But we kind of, crested upwards. Not terrible. Meanwhile, on the other side of the my word, hang on. I'm going to simulate this match because they're having a tables match where I know they're doing a Mandy Rose Ronda Rousey feud, but they're both almost critically injured, or they're about to be. Let's see if they survive this. Rousey wins, and she got hurt. She won a 4-star match. She might have won the title, but she also got hurt. All right, seeing like the rest. I just wanted to see what was going on there. So she gets hurt. Poor opening. Your mid-card outperformed the opener of your show, creating a weak start and confusing pacing for fans. Yeah, I just needed to swap those two. Swap matches 1 and 2, and it would have been fine. Would have been 3, 2, 2, 5, 4. That's fine. Let's take a look at the stamina cost real quick. See, stamina down 1, 2, 2, 1. This one down 10 and 10. This one down 1, 2, 2, 1. This one down 12 and 14. Not terrible. I'm still gonna give them the week off. You can't really check this stuff out, other than it got us a feud. That one went to 4, etc., etc. Okay, we're all good. Okay, let's check out. We like to look at our stuff. We don't look at. Charlotte Flair and Trish are both fantastic at tables matches. NXT should pair them up again in a repeat. Okay. Didn't start a rivalry, but they're apparently both great at tables matches. Hang on. Trish Stratus is here for only a few more weeks. Tables. Charlotte Flair, better at table. You got it. You got it. Okay. Keep that in mind for week 9, perhaps. Really solid contest, sure. Someone on NXT makes really like Raquel. They're on almost every week. Yeah. Sammy, George, and Bailey have no chemistry. Fair. Okay. Raquel Gonzalez gets payback on Naomi. Yeah, she did win the match before then. Okay, so we also made $146,000. So now we have $500,000 pretty much. We got 40,000 fans. Now it's going to tell us, without us looking at the results, that we're already in second. We're still in second place. Yeah, I already know that. Got our rehab card. We're still in second because it just told us that. I'm gonna skip this because I don't care. All right, just need to see that. They got 45,000 more fans than us, and almost as much money. We're doing what we can. All right, Lafayette, Louisiana in 9. Hang on. Okay. I thought Xia Li was going to say, I'm really excited to fight in front of my hometown fans. And I'm like, you are not from Lafayette, Louisiana. I'm really excited for this upcoming pay-per-view. Can't wait to put on a great show for the crowd. So they're looking forward to it. Hey, I feel like I'm the fall guy every week at the moment. Whatever my next match is, I want a win. Okay. That's up to you. I give you the opportunities. It's up to you to win these matches. What are you trying to tell me, Charlotte Flair? You want me to fix a match in your favor? Not a chance. Not a chance. Oh, all right. We got new logistics because it's week 9. Ensure that Shayna Baszler fights this week. Okay. Xia Li expects to be on the pay-per-view. Charlotte Flair demanded that she win her next match. Demanded that she win her next match. Let's see. What can I do about that? Well, I'll think. While I'm thinking on that, it is week 9, so let me do the first thing that I was already meant to do. Oh, man. How would you look at that? Okay, you get a fixed match against a jobber. That's what you're getting. Like, if we have a babyface jobber, you can have a fixed match against them. I'm going to buy all 3 of these. I know I have like $500,000, so I'm going to... Because we can do a tables match. We got to... Just even to bank them. Like, the next tables match will be great. One randomly booked tables match on your show will be rated higher. But if I only book one, then it will have to be the one that I booked. Same with Hell in a Cell. And we already have a TLC one and a free arena booking. So... We'll think about it. We'll think about all of that. Anyway, I'm going to buy all 3 of these so I can... This solves my Charlotte problem. You got it. And bank that for a future tables match. We'll bank this for a forged or a future Hell in a Cell. Now, what I came here in the first place for was double cost. Double the cost of an opposing brand's matches for next week's show. So playing this week means next week's pay-per-view for SmackDown will cost them twice as much money to book. So that will cut into their profit margin. If I can't get as many fans, I'll try that. All right. Let's see. Nope, not injury rehab. I need health spa stuff. Send the chosen superstar to a health spa to recover 18 more stamina this week. They will be busy this week and be unable to be booked for this week's show. Shayna Baszler is supposed to fight this week. Okay, how do I work this? I'll do Shayna and Bayley in a tag match. She just has to fight. But I shouldn't... Asuka's not ready. Let me check everybody's stamina here. How are we doing? There, Ignition. You can beat Ignition. Charlotte, wherever you are. Way down here. 46 and 41. See, these are what I'm worried about. Okay. Let's get our tag champs on the show. Let's put that to me. I don't want to do heel, so I'm not going to put... Anyway, let's do one of our tag matches will be Natalya and her partner, Indy Hartwell, putting the gold on the line against... Who just won last week out of the babyface teams? Did either? Oh. Wait. Oh, crap. I didn't write down who actually won it. Trish won this. I just put down the stars. Trish beat Charlotte. Right? Yeah. Trish beat her with that Hurricane Rana. That one I know. Call out. The Becky Lynch and Mia Yim won, right? Yeah. I feel like they did. So that's the heel team again. Dang it. I need a babyface. I need a babyface to rise! To rise, I say. Ripley and Storm won, so might as well put them right back into it, I guess. Okay. Congratulations! You rocketed to the top of the division just by existing. Uh-oh. Rivalry on cooldown. Oh, so we've done this too much, have we? Okay. I see. Trish isn't in a feud. So let's put Trish and somebody. Let's see. All right, our tag team champions can fight Trish and Chyna in a non-title match, or should I put it on the line? Let's do non. Okay, they want that. Charlotte wants a match that she wins, so let's do that for her. Here you go. You versus Ignition, like the worst, the very worst. There we go. And then I play my power card. I'll wait till the end to play my power card because I don't know what order I'm going to put these in. So Shayna has to be on the show in order for me to do my commissioner goal. Free special effects booking. That makes my pay-per-view cheaper. I'm going to want to do that. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to leave Naomi, Raquel, Asuka, and Asuka off the show so they can fully recover. I might even apply, cards to make sure that happens. I'm doing another tag opener. It's going to be a tables opener, just cause. And I'm going to put Baszler, our champion, and Bailey, her associate, in there against. Oh, Kaylee Ray hasn't done much in a while. Kaylee Ray, and I don't really want to. Well, let's see. It's only a tables match is still going to ding them for. Yeah, I don't want to use Asuka because I want to be able to apply a card to her so that they have more stamina. Oh boy. Okay, so I need another babyface to go in here. One that's not part of a regular team, perhaps. Look how unpopular my babyfaces are. You have more stamina. I mean, I could just put them in here. I mean, I could just do this. But then I'm not featuring a lot of new people. Or I'm just featuring the same people, you know? Tables match, normal. Main event, that's normal. Okay, now who could I put in here? So that's a tag feud. We're not going to worry about that right now. We'll try to get that ready for the next pay-per-view. So we'll take the week off of that this week. We're leaving Bianca off the show. I know, she's our most popular. One of our most popular. We're leaving Raquel off the show. Asuka's off the show. Liv can still be here. But I don't want to put her in a tag match. Xylee should take off. Naomi should take off. Kaylee Ray. And yeah, they're involved in a tag thing, but I can still do a Kaylee Ray. Who didn't get to fight last week? That's still here. That's pretty much it. Everyone else has to be involved. I mean, Asuka didn't wrestle last week either, but again, we're trying to get her stamina into the 50s if we can help it. We've seen a lot of everybody else, but we only have Casey Catanzaro for 4 weeks. So let's just leave that as is for now. Not a great show, gonna be honest. None of this helps. Xylee Belair, we're gonna leave it because it's already at 4. Naomi Gonzalez, we're gonna try 2. We're gonna leave them off and leave it at a 3. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the promos. Promo number 1, as always, advertising. Mr. T. That gets us at least 10 grand, at least 12 grand it seems so far. Promo. So, who can I? Let me just scroll way up to my feuds. No, I'm trying to leave. I gotta leave 5 out of the 6 participants of my singles feuds off of the show. So I might do some self promos. Okay. Becky Lynch can talk. And let's do a babyface if we have one. Who's our best babyface talker? Naomi's staying off. Belair's staying off. Who's remaining that's our best babyface talker? Casey Catanzaro. Sure. I don't feel great about this. This is our go home to a pay-per-view, and I'm having to leave off most of the heavy hitters. We can pretend that maybe we did, like, you know, video packages or something about them. Okay, we're gonna leave that. I feel bad that I have to put Charlotte in a stupid match. Guaranteeing that she wins. I'm like, alright, so here you go. Where is it? Where did it go? Fix match. Guarantees that the chosen superstar will win their match. Click, and then... Where are you? Click. Yes. And if the other person gets mad, that's kind of what they're here for. Okay. What can I do here? I can turn Sammy George into a permanent senior superstar. Okay, so that just works on, or just seems to work on, you know, talent. That's certain types of talent. Well, everyone else is already roster tenured. Hang on, let me leave 1 second. Let me take Mia Yim off and see if I can use the card on Mia Yim. I just want to see if it works. So let's do this for now. Go over here. Superstar training. Just on Sammy. Okay, so it's just on, it seems, just on the sort of created peeps. Okay, that has nothing to do with your feud, but we're putting the match on anyway. They're a table specialist, so that's good. Again, I'm hoping the star power and the fact that the tag team champions are in it will do something. I mean, I could always just do that. But if I lose the both... see, now I could lose the belts, though. You know? Because we only have Trish for another couple weeks. It's getting complicated. Okay, I don't mind China being there. We have her for 8 weeks longer. Should I just... See, should I just default to Morgan and Catanzaro? Oh, I can't at the moment. And have maybe a call out down here. Or maybe... Or, sorry. That's my default stand-in for them. Hang on. Liv and Casey. Even though they lost. You fail upwards. Main event normal, but it's for the tag belts. Opener tables, and then she's guaranteed to win there. Maybe we can futz this a little bit. Okay, let's do this instead. Oh, Kaylee Ray's a face. Dang it! Like, man, let's do Kaylee Ray China. But yeah, she's a baby face, so it doesn't work. Okay. China the baby face. Sammy George. That's gonna be a crappy match, though. I mean, we kind of want that. So we definitely make sure that these two pop. So I don't think I need to put the titles on the line. So I'm going to not do that. No, they're 3/4 of this match is full-time roster members, so I'm okay with that, I guess. I'm just trying to think long-term if this is the best move. There's really no way to know but to just do it, so we'll find out later. Okay, didn't get that. Book 3 special matches. Man alive. Don't even have that. Oh, got that one. There we go. Advanced pyro and such. Got this one. There we go. Pyro campaign. Man, that's getting expensive. But it should help, I guess. What bonus can I get? 2 special match types, run-ins, or interferences. I guess playing that card doesn't count as a special interference or whatever. Okay, I'm going to turn this one into another tables match for no reason. There we go. Sammy George looking to prove herself. Tables match against China. How's that? So we got bonus, bonus, bonus. This one is rivalries. We don't have the rivalries to accommodate that. We're actually leaving them off the show on purpose so that they can get some of their stamina back. Speaking of, we will go ahead and give one to our champion. Yep. So that Boost it up to a 60 to start with. Just in time for the pay-per-view. Let's get... They're fine. Trish is probably going to be on it and be fine. Xia Li can have a 3. And I'll do a 2 for Bianca. There we go. What should I do? Oh, I might as well use the last one on Naomi. Okay, so... There. Some of our more involved wrestlers will be ready to go for the pay-per-view. Gonzalez is off the show. No, she's not off the show. She will be in a second. Gonzalez is off the show. I mean, if she's not going to wrestle, let's get Kaylee Ray up there instead then. Okay. Because they're full-timers, these two. So it would be kind of a waste to put Trish there. She's leaving in 2 weeks. We tried our best to get her into a feud with Charlotte. They put on a good match, but it still didn't click yet. So we'll see. We'll see if we even keep Trish after that. But we're definitely doing show number 2 here. Okay. So after buying those cards, we don't really have much money to throw around. Let's see what options we would have. Sasha Banks permanently, huh? Oh, that is, that's wild. Oh, hang on. We could also have Whitney Quaid permanently at only half the popularity. If this had been last week, if I hadn't already bought the power cards and I had the $500,000, yes, I'd be like, yep. Oh, I'd be like, yep, permanent Sasha Banks. Yep, we can make the most out of that, etc., etc. Okay, let's check the Hall of Famers too, or legends. I don't think we can ever get them permanently. Also, just Mickey. Okay. Oh no, Stacy. My apologies. There's only at max like 2 ladies, it seems, but we're only using them for promos and stuff. Okay, yeah. Wait until after pay-per-view. Like I should start checking the free agents every week to see who will have that permanent tag and stuff like that. And if I can get another permanent roster member for a couple $100,000, and I have like 5 in the bank, I think I'm okay with that. Okay, bought all those. Helped everyone else stamina-wise as best we could. Okay, we only really need to worry about pre-match physio if they are low on stamina. Everyone's morale's still fine. We can book a bunch of good gimmick matches for the pay-per-view with a free arena booking. We've already doubled the price of their pay-per-view, and because we're fulfilling the commissioner's goal, we get free arena and free special effects, as you can see on our pay-per-view, which will be next week. This week, we are going to present the following. Rhea Ripley and Toni Storm against Shayna Baszler and Bayley in a tables match, and then a Mr. T advertising promo. And then Charlotte Flair will somehow, some way, win against Ignition. So, squash match, essentially. Becky Lynch, putting herself over. Nothing wrong with that. Chyna, Sammy George. Again, we're kind of tanking the mid-card here. Kylie Ray does a promo to help get herself over. And then main event for the titles. We fail upwards because we have such a thin roster. Morgan and Catanzaro getting another crack at Natalya and Indy Hartwell for the tag team gold in just a regular match. I'm hoping the opener doesn't outperform the main event, but I'm also hoping like it's also should work to my advantage to be like high score, not great, high score, and then these should hopefully go okay. We've adjusted, or we're helping everyone else's stamina as we can, and then we go ballistic at whatever pay-per-view it is next week. I mean, we'll book it here, and then we'll run it next week. But these happens now. These happens now. Hang on, let me double check that I did as much as I could. See, I still have this. I never really get that cooking because I just don't have the rivalries for it yet. Okay, Gorilla Crew, Advanced, that's new. Viral Campaign, that's new. So that also factored in. So we had to buy the Advanced Pyro and then license it for the month. We had to buy the ad for the viral campaign and then also pay for it for this month. So that was a rough setup. But now that we've bought access to it, we can use it whenever we want. So that's not nothing. Okay, we'll leave that alone. See, we bought it, and then it also doubles the cost of using it. Book superstars with a blah-da-da-da gain morale. Show quality goes +7. So overall, that gives us a +13 to show quality. 13%. Another +13%. Another +13%. Plus an extra 2,500 fans. All right. That all means so much to me. I mean, it really does. I'm not just saying that. Hey! As we get on down for show 202. Man, I wish this Twitch app would get its act together. I hate that it tells me that I'm offline all the time. And then casually just updates how long I've been online. Well, by the way, the duration of your offline stream is like an hour and a half so far. Okay, I don't know if we're going to be able to spectate match 2 because we have the fix-in on that one. But Storm and Ripley once again doing battle, this time against Baszler and Bayley. Tag team tables, all 4 ladies in the ring at the same time. Let's get on down to that ring. What should be a real humdinger of an opening contest here. A lot of pride on the line. Bayley and Baszler got to be nervous that their young protege, Sammy George, is in the other tables match of the evening. One-on-one against China. Oh, Shayna Baszler still making her entrance. Hang on. This should do it, I would hope. Yeah, NXT. There we go. Pre-match nonsense, and then we ring the bell. All right, no referee in the ring once again, as the only way to win is the first member of a team to put an opponent through the table wins. It's not elimination. All 4 in the ring at the same time, but you have to keep an eye on what your partner's up to, because it is first to put an opponent through the table wins for your team. And this tag team table contest opening us up. And this week's GWA presents NXT in WWE 2K22, my GM. Make it as long and obtuse as possible. Just a big burden to say. Whoop. Baszler and Baszler teamed in another world, and we're trying to bring that back in this version of NXT. Tony Storm and Rhea Ripley, again, one of the foundational tag teams here. One of the 2 foundational tag teams. Along with the Hartwell Foundation, I think we're calling Natalia and Indy Hartwell. Neidhart and Hartwell together. Oh. Shayna Baszler sliding a table into the ring and somehow under the prone body of Rhea Ripley. What a magician's trick that was from the submission magician. Now to the other side of the ring to add a second table to the mix. Oh, Ripley just casually tosses one all the way across the ring. Sometimes she doesn't even know her own strength. Meanwhile, Bayley trying to help a partner out here. Tony Storm at Bay. Oh, nope. Right back into the action goes Storm. Bayley with a tenuous grasp on the table. Lost it. Those 2 battling for the table in the corner. Nice suplex by Bayley. Drops Storm. Tony's got to roll out for the moment. Ripley down. Bayley and Baszler honing in. Hang on. Not quite the teamwork we need to see between Bayley and Baszler here. As it seems Bayley's getting in the way of these strikes. Oh, and that is it! Out of nowhere, Rhea Ripley plastering Shayna Baszler through the setup table in the ring. Bayley unable to stop her.
Here are your
And just like that,
Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley.
Tony Storm and Rhea Ripley, your winners in our opening table match. That did not last nearly long enough to be anything other than a quarter star, but let's see. Sure. 3.5. It starts a rivalry. Why wouldn't it? Okay. So we have 2 tag feuds now. That's not bad. Ripley and Storm have a beef with Bailey and Baszler. Meanwhile, Baszler still has the feud with Asuka going on that we just started. All right, maybe I can kind of cook both of these things at the same time. I doubt it, but we'll see. Okay, that's the feud part. Let me write down the other part. That was wild. Oh man, I didn't even write down what the card was. But it's Silly Billy. So I know we're in Lafayette, Louisiana. The first match was a tables match between Storm and Ripley, who got the win, defeating Bailey and Baszler. Got ourselves a 3.5 star match out of it in the 90 seconds it took place, and a rivalry between the teams. And then we got an ad for Mr. T, and then we have Ignition versus Charlotte Flair. Charlotte has a good feeling she's going to come out on top of that one. We got another tables match as Chyna I'm taking on Sammy George. This is me writing it into my text file, by the way, if you can't hear the keyboard, and I bet you can. That was not a call-out promo. That is, in fact, a self-promo by Becky Lynch, because we're leaving our major feuds off the go-home show to the pay-per-view, because we can't help it. And then Kaylee Ray also reminding people she's still employed. And for the tag team titles, we have the Jersey Girls, Catanzaro and Morgan, versus Hartwell and Natalia, who are the champs. Okay, great. Mr. T, what say you? Fantastic promo. Fans are getting a little bored of it, but another 12K, so you've already made us $6,000 overall, minimum. I don't know if you cost somewhere between 25 and 30, and so far has spoken 36,000 into existence, so we're starting to make a little profit off of T. Thanks, bud. Gotta simulate this one because we put the fix in, like we said. 1, 2, 3. Charlotte Flair. I hope Ignition complains. Like, what the crap? I thought I had a chance. Oh, starts a feud immediately. We're not going to be nurturing that. I'm not even going to write it down. I just see the level 1 out of the bottom of my screen. This is going to be, what, half a star? 1.5. Disappointing that Charlotte Flair had to resort to such tactics to beat Ignition. But yeah, we're just going to ignore the fact that that started a rivalry, despite how we've tried desperately to start one between her and Trish. Okay, self-promo for Becky. Bagoom! Good stuff, +2. Promo of goodness, +2. And now another match we're going to spectate. Sammy George, who is desperate to get a full-time contract here at the GWA. Despite the fact that she is horribly misrepresenting herself in her posed photo here versus what the character model looks like. So will the real Sammy George please stand up? The chameleon! Sammy George against Chyna in a tables match. Maybe we can start. Again, she really has to work on her in-ring outfit as we spectate what should be a mugging between Sammy George and Chyna. Another quick tables match as well. Yeah, it's like it hasn't updated my activity feed. It just updates chat. That's all I got. That's wild.
The following contest is a tables match.
Skippity doo dah. Saw Chyna and her fireworks gun already. She made her debut with us. Alright, that should do it. Chyna's ready. Sammy George is ready. Here we go. Second of 2 tables matches this week. Oh dear. Just press slam her over the ring, over the ropes, and it's over. Oh. China quick to the outside to grab a table. Sammy George already lifeless in the center of the ring, able to pull herself together here. The 8th wonder of the world, China. Hoping to find herself in title contention soon. Oh my God! Billy choke flip into the DDT. Some new additions to the moveset of China here. Sammy George doesn't know what to do. Nice dodge. Able to stay calm is George. I retract my earlier statement about not knowing what to do. She brings the offense to China. Yeah, wrenching that armpit down. Oh, stomping on it now. We don't want those armpit muscles to seize up. China rolling through in the armbar attempt. Nicely done into that knee strike. Now sending George into the corner. Sammy George fighting back. Oh, at least for a moment. Here comes China. Oh, up into the power slam. Oh, onto the upturned table. That ridge does not feel good. Just ask Bob Holly. Hang on. What power from George with the inverted suplex to China. Immediately going for the table, trying to press the advantage while she has it. Sets it up in the corner. Perhaps looking to hammer throw China through the table. Use her own weight against her. Not a bad strategy. Sammy George working the arms a bit. Trying to pull China back to her feet. Gets the hammer throw off, but into the turnbuckle rather than the table. Oh, hang on. What does Sammy have in mind here? Oh, China able to block it. Big Manhattan drop from China. Now Sammy George in danger of going through this table in the corner. Flipped up into the power slam. Oh. Down she goes once again. China slugging away. The table's still set up in the corner. Could spell disaster for either of these ladies. George trying to bring the fight into any other portion of the ring. Cravatplex to China. George with enthusiasm thought she may be going for that other table. Thinks better of it. Allows China time to recover. Oh, big shoulder block. Nice dodge by China, trying to work Sammy George against the table in the corner. Oh, hang on. In comes table number 2. Gotta keep yourself, gotta stay on your toes as a commentator here. The strategies of these athletes changes moment to moment. Once they see something isn't working quite right, gotta keep your opponent guessing. China's guessing she can put Sammy George through a table. She has a couple of options. Here she goes. Big neck breaker. Oh, reversed. German suplex. Oh, China able to counter. I thought George was about to German suplex China through that table. What an upset that would have been. Set up against the table by China now. Head butted, not through it. Table collapses, but not under the weight of Sammy George. Match continues. Now trying the one in the turnbuckle is China. This could do it. Looking to powerbomb her. Through the table. Your winner, China. Let's take another look at this power bomb through the table in the corner. Buckle bombed by China is Sammy George.
The night wonder of the world, China.
That's got to be fun to be like a present day announcer for the WWE and get to announce, like you get to announce the entrances of all these classic stars that they put in their games. Sure. Let's start rivalries all over the place. I'm not gonna pay attention to that one. Something is horribly wrong. Okay. What was going on there? It's like my space bar was stuck or something. It's weird. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Wowzers. All right, so that was what? 2 stars? 2 stars. That's fine, because we started at 3.5, went down to 1.5, now we're back up to 2. All we have to do is get up to around the 3 mark in this title match, and we're A-okay. Started a feud, but we're not going to nurture it. Sorry to tell you. Your winner, China. Okay, the Ray comes out. Cuts an alright promo. Okay. Okay promo of +1. Alright. Now, main event 202. Maybe. What time is it? Hang on, let me check an actual clock. Oh, we did skip a match. I might power through and do the pay-per-view. We'll see. Alright, see how long this takes. Basically. See how this main event goes. As the Jersey Girls are facing the Hartwell Foundation for the tag team gold. I wish once they became like regular teams that you could set, like they would default to the tag team entrances and you could just pick. Basically like any of the basic stable stuff that you can do in universe mode would be great to translate into the GM stuff. That's all, as always, just more options. That's all we ever ask. More options. Have our little Hartwell and Natalia. And they're against Liv Morgan and Casey Catanzaro. There are your challengers. Let's hear it for your champions as well. Belts! Hand them over. Oh, this ref. Okay, well, depending on how this goes, this guy could get easily distracted. Yeah, his eyes are already starting to deaden. Let's hurry this along, ladies. We got to keep this ref's attention. Man! Casey starting with a fury. Nice. Outside in, inside out. Senton splash there. Kind of cannonballing the inside of the ropes. Nicely done. And a quick tag out to Liv Morgan. Indy Hartwell been down on the canvas for most of this matchup. Working the long legs of Hartwell. Here's Morgan now. She pulls Hartwell back to her feet, sets her up in the corner. Oh, what a chop. Hartwell stunned. What does Liv Morgan have in mind? Oh, a little acid drop, a little Dudley dog. By Liv Morgan out of the corner. Drops the big elbow on Hartwell into the cover. Great ring positioning here. 1, 2. Natalia saving the tag belts. Man, the challengers came to play. Now finally Hartwell off the distraction gets some offense in. And Hartwell had been suffering for the opening few moments here. Up to that near fall. Thankfully her partner on the ball. Oh, and now a big elbow drop to Morgan from Indy. Hartwell wisely tagging out to her championship partner, Natalia. He sees her first action of the matchup. Allowing Hartwell to recover on the apron. Just clobbering Liv Morgan. And doing her best to fend Natalia off. Oh. That satellite head scissor that we've seen so often. Staple of Liv Morgan's offense. Here comes Casey Catanzaro, the other half of the Jersey Girls, contending for the tag team championships for the second time in their short career together. And a big senton splash to the chest of Hartwell. You see they've been working the torso already here. Hang on. I'm gonna drop some of my equipment. There we are. Fixed. Hartwell down but not out in her side of the ring. Liv Morgan back inside, but a little too casual perhaps on that strut. Yeah. Hartwell time to recover into the Bulldog. But Indy may be thinking quick tag. But she wants to punish either of the challengers first. Trying to march Liv Morgan across the ring. Into the corner of the champions was Hartwell there, but nothing doing. Into the edge-o-matic. It slices, it dices. Morgan's hoping it makes the difference here. She now tries to drag Hartwell into the challenger's corner and is successful in doing so. Morgan measuring Indy Hartwell into the corner once again. Diving bulldog off the second rope. Into the cover goes Morgan. 1, 2. Natalya once again saves the gold. Morgan with the finish charged. Catanzaro trying to get rid of Natalya, who eats looked like a version of the side effect there. Off the ropes. Morgan with a shining black to Natalya. She rolls out to the floor stunned. Morgan's got a finish charge, but Hartwell on the attack. It has been mostly challengers in this one. Hang on. Hammerlock DDT by Hartwell into the cover to retain the gold. 2. Morgan out at 2. Hartwell trying to work quickly here. She has Morgan stunned. Oh, just bounces the back of her head off the canvas as you can see her partner Natalya finally back to her feet, making her way back to the apron. Oh, trying to Charlie horse the leg, trying to seize up the leg muscles. Is Liv Morgan, who hits a chin crusher, and in comes Casey Catanzaro. Oh, caught in a power slam by Hartwell. Quick takeout to Natalya. Hartwell once again to the apron to recover. She needs the time to do it too. Catanzaro and Natalya virtually untouched in this matchup. Nice snap suplex by one half of the tag team champs there. The wily veteran of this quartet. Natalya Neidhart, one of the last survivors of the dungeon. With seated figure 4. We've seen her use this. We've also seen Becky Lynch employ this at times. Catanzaro able to finally fight her way free. Natalya right back on the offense. Oh, hang on. Counter by Catanzaro into the German. Nicely done on the release. Stomped away the back of Natalya. Catanzaro quickly to her corner. In comes Morgan. Oh, double leg into the sharpshooter right in front of Casey's corner, however. I don't know if this is the wisest place to put this on by Natalya. Yeah, as you can see, Morgan saved almost immediately. Into the cover quickly goes Natalya. 1, 2. Morgan out at 2. Natalya stalking her prey, looking for another application of the sharpshooter perhaps, and she's got it. Again, wrong part of town, but damage may have been done here. Wrenching away in the back of Liv Morgan. Oh! Unfortunately, again for Natalya, wrong part of town. Perhaps she's just trying to lure Casey Catanzaro back into the ring for that German suplex. My word. Did that ever rattle Casey, who rolls out to the floor. Morgan trying to fight her way back into this thing. In the champion's corner. Fights her way across the ring. Oh, big chop on Natalya. Follows it up with a few more. Stomp it away now. Natty looking down and out. Ah! Morgan stomping away on the arms. Trying to hyperextend the elbow. Now working the inner thigh. Meanwhile, outside the ring, shenanigans. I can just kind of hear it. Into the downward spiral, the oblivion. Oh, and Natalya kicks out at 2. Morgan can't believe it. She thought she had the tag team gold. Another one. Into the cover. Can Natalya survive 2 in a row? 2, 3. We have new champs. Indy Hartwell unable to save her partner. 2 finishes in a row from Morgan. And the Jersey Girls are your tag team champions. Some of the action earlier there. Morgan surviving that hammerlock DDT. We see that figure 4 variation that Catanzaro was able to power out of somehow, some way. You got to be kidding me. Hartwell stood on the apron and didn't help her partner.
And
The winners and new champs. That's wild. As the crowd boos, I can hear it. That's no good. It was okay. It was okay. Was that 2.5? I needed it to be 3. It was only 2.5. I was hoping it would be 3. Now it's going to tell me that we peaked way too early because the first match was the best match. So that's no good. The main event under-delivered. Okay, we have tag team champions once again as Liv Morgan and temporary hire Casey Catanzaro are the new tag team champions. Third champions in our history. We're now in the third world and third tag team champions in our 9 weeks of existence. Okay. Boy, oh boy. I mean, it started a rivalry, so that's something. So now I have a rivalry. Wait. Why do I have... They can't be in 2 rivalries. Catanzaro and Morgan can't also be in a rivalry with Lynch and Yim, right? Let's find out. Versus... I'd rather do Natalia Hartwell, to be honest. Alright, let's take a look. I don't know if that cancels out the other tag feuds that they're involved in, or if they just have feuds piled on top of feuds. It was fine. We got new champs. There we go. I'm on screen now. Meanwhile, SmackDown did a thing. I don't even want to look. I don't care. Leave me alone. Good booking. Okay, so we're okay. Okay, let's take a look at this. See, stamina went down pretty low. Popularity went up a bit. Stamina, for the cost of the... She got more out of losing, excuse me, than Charlotte did out of winning. Yeah, the popularity gains, not really a ton based on the stamina going down. Like, you get 2 or 3 or 1 or 2 or whatever just for having a match. Okay. All right, what do we got? Toni Storm and Rhea Ripley are both fantastic at tables matches. That's another bunch of people that are good at tables matches. So that is Toni Storm, table. Rhea Ripley, table. Interesting. That must be an automatic boost. Great to see Shayna. Becky Lynch doing the work on the mic. Charlotte winning a match. The losing streak is over. Can't NXT give us a bit more variety? Let's see some superstars with different classes. All right. I mean, yeah, I only have one giant, so if Raquel Gonzalez isn't on the show, then they're like, "Rawr!" I get it. China's got something to say. That's nice. I like that there's a verified WWE check mark next to her name, too. Sammy George has become something of a cult hit at NXT. All right. Indy saying that Casey cheated. You know who deserves a championship on her waist? Becky Lynch. I mean... If we can get Asuka the belt back, that was the planned feud in the beginning. So we got 40,000 fans. We got $150,000. We're still in second place. They did way better than we did. Yeah, they got 56,000 fans. And not as much money. Woof. They got 60,000 more fans than us. They're starting to pull away. Thankfully, though, the pay-per-view they're about to do is going to cost double. Let me check the time real quick. I mean, it's not even 9, so I'll do this. Hey, my contract with NXT is up at the end of the week. Here we go. Here we go. Interested in staying? The cost will be $29 for like another 5? Absolutely. Like 25 to 30 I was hoping for. Great. So we got Trish Moore. Excellent. Triple H coming in. Something's coming up, and I can't have China taking part in your show this week. Sorry about that. Oh, somebody played a card, so I can't use China. I think that's what happened there. Hey, boss, you've had me benched for a while, single week. I really want to get back in the ring. Don't you have room for me in a match on tonight's card? Absolutely. Sure thing, you've been way too long. We're going to peak your feud here. Hey, boss, I've been talking with Ignition a lot lately, and she has this great idea that we should team up for a tag match. I think we'd actually be an awesome tag team. Can I convince you to take a chance on us and book us a tag match in the next few weeks? Okay, hang on. Hang on. All right, I'm loading up week 10. That's what we're doing right now. And then we load up week 11. Just making a note that Naomi and Ignition need a tag match together. Okay, for week 11. No problem. Let's check it. No problem. Okay. They like it when I listen to their ideas and stuff, so I appreciate that. All right, let's take a look. Yep, new logistics. It's gonna suck. It's gonna suck. Book 2, level 2 or higher rivalries. So we're doing that. I'm gonna stay with this one, and that. So show cost 90. Let's check out if we can see if there's gonna be no permanent Tamina for 144. I don't hate that, because that'll give us another giant, and I could eventually, I'll eventually switch one of them face. Let's do it. Let's put Tamina on the roster in a permanent way. Like 144, pretty reasonable. Like that's going to bring me down to. I'm still going to have $300,000. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with this. She has a terrible promo. She only has a 2-star power. Oh, I see. So he's got like a 3. Sammy's got a 3. Murphy's got a 3, which doesn't make any sense. I don't really see it with Murphy, but all right. Yeah, a couple of versions of Scott Hall, but just the one lady. Okay. Oh, if they're a legend, they have like crazy, crazy star power, which is probably why we're doing so well on all these ads and so on and so forth. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's sign Tamina for another giant on the roster. Okay. Let me tab over and take a look at what we already have built up here. Oh, we have Asuka and Shayna Baszler at a 1. A level 1 feud, but it's still going to be our... I'm going to put it underneath the main event. The main event's going to be Belair, Xia Li, because that's our level 4 feud. Okay. Here we go. It's going to be Shayna Baszler here. What's the commissioner goal? Hang on. Schedule a run-in on one of your champions this week to get a block an opposing brand from booking their most popular superstar. Oh, you son of a gun. No. I don't think I'm going to do that commissioner goal. Okay, so under the main event, Shayna Baszler, Asuka, because we're just building this thing still. Just a title match. Just a title match. I don't care if we failed the commissioner goal this week. We're trying to build that feud, hopefully get the belt back on Asuka. At the end of the feud, I mean. Main event is going to be a TLC match? I don't know how they have a TLC. None of them have a belt. But it's got to be Xia Li, Bianca Belair. This is our biggest feud. That's our biggest match. In our opener, Naomi, Raquel Gonzalez. Gonzalez, Naomi. They've had Extreme Rules. They've had tables. We're going to put them in Hell in a Cell. We're starting off with a Hell in a Cell match. How's that? Okay, hang on. Before we do anything else. Oh, I can buy this too, huh? Have I done the logistics? I have. Hang on. I gotta. That's promos. I just do that later. Free booking arena. Boom. So that's $40,000 saved. Done. Free special effects. Done. That's more money saved. Yep. Now we're down to $100. Okay. What have I booked so far? Hell in a Cell. and TLC. Hell in a Cell. TLC. I wish I could do a 4-way and have like 2 feuds at the same time in a 4-person TLC. Again, just more options. More ways to do stuff. This does not make sense. Add 2 weeks to a free agent or a Legends contract duration for $30,000. So you break that down, that's 15 grand a week. Most Legends don't charge more than 10. So you're not actually making money there. I'm going to grab this one because it's cheap. I might also grab this one. Yeah. What does that say? Which weeks? Next week's show. So I'm going to, again, that's something I'm going to bank for the next pay-per-view. So they can't use their top player during the next pay-per-view. The debate continues. We'll see. I'm probably gonna go Sammy George since they already have a 51 popularity versus Ignition, but we'll see. Okay, so I booked TLC. I booked a Hell in a Cell. I popped the cards for those. I got this. It's not a big feud, but I got it. The rest I have a bunch of tag feuds, which are ridiculous. I have. Oh yeah, let's just take a look at this. Tag team, and let me put my tag, where am I? Okay, so they only have one at a time. So Hartwell, so the latest tag team feud between those two. Okay, good. So that switched that feud over to Catanzaro Morgan, Natalia Hartwell, which is great. So we can do an immediate rematch. I love it. China's been vetoed. Thanks. Okay. So I need Natalia. I need Indy Hartwell. And then I need Liv Morgan. And your championship partner, Casey Catanzaro. In an Extreme Rule, in a tables match for the titles. Hang on. Yeah, in a tables match. Okay. That'll be rated higher than it should be. So high. This should be better because it's a level 3 rivalry. This is a title match, but it's not as high in the rivalry and stuff. We're building up. Let's see. I'll switch those actually. This is our biggest match, so that's our main event. And then here, I put this in the actual middle, and put another tag match here. Okay, what can we do? Let's do Becky and Charlotte against Trish and Kaylee Ray. Just a match. We're just having a match. Wait a minute. Oh, it's interference on one of the champions? Yeah. To get me a free card that I just paid $50,000 for. I already got one. I paid for it. That's fine. Now, let's do our advertising promo here. Just cause. Advertising. Mr. T. Promo here. We'll start with first promo. Tamina arrives. She's not great at promos. Got 6 weeks left of Bailey. Bailey can cut a promo. Here. Can I get a singles thing going? Bailey and Baszler, Bailey and Baszler. Can I have... I can. She's not able to be used this week, but I can have Sammy George call out China, and Sammy George has a 5 in the promo skill? Okay. We might end up hiring Sammy George full time. That's wild. Okay, so Tamina announces her arrival. Bailey puts herself over. Mr. T does the advertising thing. And then we have Sammy George calling out China, so we can still use China, even though she was technically vetoed from being in a match. So I'm going to write it down. Looks like we're Looks like we're going to try to beef up this Sammy George China feud. So the two feuds we're trying to end are bookending the show. The Hell in a Cell opener between Naomi and Raquel Gonzalez is at a level 3 out of 4 rivalry. So we're going to blow that off in a Hell in a Cell. Why not? And then our main event is a level 4 TLC. I might switch those. And then give the winner... No, I'm going to leave that as is. And my headcanon is... Let's say the winner of the TLC match between Belair and Xia Li, we're going to give them, like, you know, first dibs on the title picture once we get that settled between Asuka and Shayna Baszler, as Shayna is in a singles and a tag feud separately. I'd like to transition. I wouldn't mind transitioning and then getting Bayley and Baszler into that tag feud, because I have to focus on one or the other with Asuka and Baszler as we keep going, because they're just at a level 1 rivalry. All right, I'm trying to book weeks in advance without knowing what I can do. Okay, now let me write down everything I just said that I was about to do on this Payback show. Match number 1. That's not it at all. Match 5 isn't even an Extreme Rules anymore. It's evolved past the need. I had it penciled in as an Extreme Rules. It has evolved past that. We are doing a TLC between Belair and Xia Li. Promo 4, call out. Sammy George is calling out China. Match number 4, tables tag. Tables for the tag titles. We have Natalya and Hartwell in the challenger role versus Morgan and Catanzaro. You only have to put one person through a table. Asuka, so for the world title, let's just call it the GWA title. Asuka versus Shayna Baszler, our champion. Actually goes here, because promo number 3 is our advertising promo with Mr. T. Promo number 2 is a self-promo for Bayley. Promo number 1 is a self-promo for the newly arrived Tamina. Welcome to the roster. Currently a bad guy, but we'll figure it out. Okay, if we... Oh, you know what? Screw figuring it out. Welcome to the show. You're now a good guy. There we go. So we're going to put... So we might let Ignition go and then turn Sammy George into a full-time roster member. And that should still balance us out, I think. Because we still have... Hang on. Tamina, who is a giant. But now we're going to have a babyface giant, which is fun. So on the face side of things, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then Sammy George is 10. Okay, we're still a little light on the heels. We'll figure it out. We'll get another one later. If I can get another permanent roster member in a couple weeks, we'll try that. Okay, so Tamina's showing up. Everyone thinks she's going to be a bad guy. She's immediately showing up to become a good guy in front of your very eyes. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, Hell in a Cell. It all costs as much as it's going to cost, but it's going to be a better quality, apparently. I do not want to do a run-in on Shayna Baszler. Ooh, but what could I do? Interference. Oh. Rhea Ripley running in on Shayna Baszler. That might get Asuka the title back. Hang on. That does it. That gets us another... I could have 2 of those, which means I could block their 2 most popular stars from the next pay-per-view. All I have to do, much like Shayna Baszler won the title on a run-in, let's see what happens if it does the same for Asuka. It also means we're broadcasting 4 out of the 5 matches, which also gives us a bit of a break. Or me specifically, since it's already like quarter after. All right, I'm pretty happy with all that. Got the pay-per-view bonus applied for having the themed area. What's this? Cost 25. It's available, and I can absolutely do it. Cost 37. cost 52. And are you telling me that I would also get all of these? Oh no. Okay, so that's fine. How much is this? 25, and then it's going to be a cost. So show quality 8, so that's going to be up to a 17 from 13. So an extra 4, basically, of show quality. But that also unlocks it forever. Yes. And now hiring it costs 15, so it actually costs you $40,000. So it got that. Got the better stage lighting. This is free this week, so I can unlock it. And then it shouldn't it'll not cost anything. Unlocking it still costs, but having it is still fine. I don't want the 50. Let's do it. Let's do it. Uh-oh, I can't. It costs more than my... Wowzers. Okay. So that's it. I'm putting it all on the line. I bought everything I could. I couldn't access most of it, but I will be able to starting next week. Wow. Feels good. Yep. Everything's happening. Just think, though, whatever I'm doing, their show's costing double. Like, all of their plans, all of their matches, everything they're doing is costing double. As far as I understand how the power card works. Oh, so theirs was a random that they played against me, so that's why China couldn't be in a match, but they're still in a promo. And then I did free arena, free special effects, better Hell in a Cell, better TLC, better tables. And I played the other one last week, which makes their thing expensive this week. I'm ready. I got logistics set up. We got our roster getting out there, just going for it. Yeah, we're gonna run in here. Hopefully, maybe that gets Oscar the title back. We'll see. Another tables match. So Hell in a Cell, normal tables, TLC. I think we're gonna do okay. Drama curve wise. Welcome to the show. You're now a good guy. That's fine. I would love it if Sammy George got this to a level 2 rivalry immediately. Excuse me. And if she can get this to a level 2 immediately, and then we do something for the next week, and she gets it, like if we get a level 4 Sammy George China rivalry into the next pay-per-view, I'm 1,000,000% like hiring Sammy George full time. I'm gonna use that card. Okay, I did it. We got $2,000 left. If nobody shows up to the show, we got $2,000. Oh boy. We're laying it all out there. I mean, we're at least going to get $12,000, I would hope, from the advertising promo, which cost us nothing. But we got a lot of going on this week. We unlocked some show logistics that were going to help us rolling forward, so I don't feel too bad about it. Okay, confirm that booking. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I didn't see where it was staged. Where are we tonight? Payback for sure. Did it say we were in Philly? Did I see that right? I'm going to just double check. I'm going to write in pencil in Philly for now. I think I saw that we were in Philadelphia. I could be wrong. All right, our opener is a Hell in a Cell match. Naomi versus... I hadn't even finished writing it in yet. Raquel Gonzalez. And then Tamina shows up. It's actually a role change. Tamina to babyface. Match 2. Stratus and Kaylee Ray versus Flair and Lynch. A lot of star power in that tag team match. Self promo. Okay, there's going to be a Rhea Ripley run in on Shayna Baszler. See what happens there. And then Mr. T. Okay, I got everything else. I got everything else all laid out. This is going to be wild. All right. Let us spectate this first match. Okay, I'm going to jump off cam. I'm also going to run to the bathroom, so the entrances are going to play for a little while. I'll be back in a sec.
The following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. Making her way to the ring from Orlando, Florida, Naomi! From Rio Grande Valley, Texas, Raquel Gonzalez.
Oh, sweet. It's the milk crate Hell in a Cell. I didn't even think of that. Oh, I can't wait. All right, here we go. Man, as the cell is lowered, let your vintage records spill out. And we are underway. Oh, in your opening contest, Hell in a Cell. To settle the issues between Naomi and Raquel Gonzalez. Very interesting camera angle, looking through this bright red Hell in a Cell as an observer, as the action immediately spills out to the floor. The cell designed to contain the action to the ring. No love lost between either of these competitors. Have had an extreme feud that started with tables matches, went to an extreme rules match, now hoping to settle things in Satan's structure. A Hell in a Cell match. Kicking things off in Payback. Naomi, I think, looking for a little payback as she is behind in the feud a little bit. Hopefully a definitive win here can settle the issue one way or the other. I feel like whomever comes out on top of this one, probably the definitive victor of the feud. Oh! As my word, the force with which Naomi propelled Raquel Gonzalez into that section of the wall has busted the two competitors out of the cell. Now brawling in front of the crowd who are going nuts. Hang on, Gonzalez climbing to the top. Naomi going to join her. This is wild. I never could have predicted this in a Hell in a Cell match. Both combatants now on the roof of the cage. Oh God, oh God. Oh, the back of Gonzalez's head into that framework. Naomi going ham on Raquel Gonzalez on the top of the cell here. Oh, is it just me, or is perhaps that chain starting to buckle a little bit underneath their feet? Very dangerous situation on top of the cell here as Naomi drops another leg. Doing a real good job getting Gonzalez's head positioned on the framing aspects and then just dropping her body on top of her. No give to the steel girders. I'm assuming it's steel girders because everything's bright red now. Fire engine red. Oh my God, Naomi wailing away. Into the northern lights. Oh my God, the base of the spine. Onto the roof of the cage. Oh, spikes her face first. Oh, Naomi missing a knee drop. It has been all Naomi on top of the cage, but now Gonzalez with a house of fire. Oh. Pull Naomi back to her feet now. Precariously above the ring. What's going on here? Hang on, Naomi counters. DDT on the roof of the cage. Dear Lord. Naomi just body slammed Gonzalez to the floor. Good gracious. Just scooped her up and plopped her down.
My word, what a superhero landing as she descends half the cage and then just drops the other half. You've got to be kidding me. Gonzalez is getting back to her feet. Oh, hang on, I don't know when though. Bow and arrow submission working the spine of Raquel Gonzalez after Naomi just body slammed her to the floor off the roof of the cage. What a sight to see. Here in the opening contest of the NXT portion of Payback. It's just getting deadlier from here. As now, amazingly, miraculously, Raquel Gonzalez is back up and fighting. Alley-oop powerbomb to Naomi. Gonzalez dropping a big elbow. Somehow the fans not realizing that the action's in front of them and not in the cell. Content to watch on the video screen, even though it's immediately to their left. Very interesting. Oh, also taking place on the other side of the aisle as well. Some of the fans get it. A lot of them don't seem to. Oh, chin crusher there by Naomi, who amazingly is having to fight her way back into this after body slamming Raquel Gonzalez off the top of the cell to the floor. Not through a table, no padding other than the thin gym mat on the concrete floor of the arena. And Gonzalez is back up and fighting. Oh, once again countered into the DDT by Naomi. I didn't say she was fighting well, but she's doing her best. Northern Lights now. You cannot win outside of the ring, I don't think. It's not false count anywhere. The action spilled out of the cell early and has no signs of slowing. Naomi wailing away on Raquel Gonzalez here. Oh, Raquel doing her best to try to fight back into this thing. Oh, fall away slam into the guardrail. Oh, and then dropping the elbow. You could hear that from here. Measuring her for a second. Oh, what a thud. Now again, pulling Naomi back to her feet. Both of these women have endured an obscene amount of punishment. Hang on. Oh! I believe Naomi's face hit the bottom of the steel ramp Raquel threw her so far. As they're now fighting their way up the entranceway in this Hell in a Cell match. Who would have ever thought it would have gone this way? Flips her up. Power slam at the base of the rampway. Now just unloading on the forehead of Naomi is Raquel Gonzalez. What a physical contest this one's been. Rear view by Naomi. Got to find their way back in the ring for this thing to end. I don't think there are KOs. I think you have to win by pinfall. Or submission. But again, that can only happen in the ring. Oh. Naomi just tenderizing the brain meats of Raquel Gonzalez now. Definitely focusing her offense on the head and neck. Oh, Raquel able to duck. Snap suplex to Naomi. Gonzalez back on offense. Oh, but for how long? Snap suplex by Naomi to Gonzalez. Bitter feud between these two women necessitated the Hell in a Cell, but they have largely spent most of the match outside of it in one way or another. Oh, not quite into the guardrail, but to the supporting structure of the guardrail. Oh, and then back onto that steel ramp. Oh, you hear the thud as she drops the elbow. Obviously no disqualifications or countouts in a Hell in a Cell. But again, they got to get back in the ring to end this matchup. Both women entirely too distracted by doing damage to the other. As Naomi is now stunned up the apron. Fought further up the rampway by Gonzalez. Now tossed back toward the ring. Made it about halfway there. Naomi trying to fight out of a Boston Crab, it looks like. But again, I don't believe it's falls count anywhere. So this is just doing damage to Naomi for now. As Raquel Gonzalez has it cinched in until she's had enough. Back to work on the legs. Both women battered and bruised thanks to this one. Paying the toll to put the issue between the two to bed. A chin crusher by Naomi trying to get back into this. So many momentum swings. Just when you think a competitor is down and out, back they come. Slowly, it looked like Naomi was making her way back to the ring. They're getting closer. Oh, Gonzalez able to counter into an inverted DDT. And again, just unloading on Naomi. Naomi virtually helpless, it seems. I want to get the ref to look at that. Oh, stiff elbow. 2 in a row in rapid succession. Make it 3. Oh. And drops a stiffer version. A heavier elbow to end that combination. Into the backbreaker. That was applying extra pressure here. Again, the action has to get back into the ring for this match to end. If it doesn't do that in the next, 10 real minutes, I will just simulate the end of this matchup and we will move on.
So your countdown begins shortly. Hang on, let me set a timer and just let it go. Like somebody was perhaps tapping out there, but nothing doing. All right, here we go. 10-minute timer started. See what they do with it. For the majority of the matchup, they've been fighting in this entranceway. An absolutely heated display between the two. No end to the violence in sight as they have fought their way out of the cell. And in fact, it seems like the cell is an impediment to them ending the matchup as they have to work their way all the way to the other side of the ring to get to an opening to get back to the actual ringside area. Just content to wail away on each other. Both have 3 finishes stored, but they know they don't amount to a hill of beans on the entranceway. Just content to beat the ever-loving crap out of each other. You can see how both are thoroughly abused here. And again, clock continuing to tick down. See if they can resolve their issues themselves, and if not, we take control and simulate the end of the matchup and move on. Might be too graphic to bring to our pay-per-view viewers, or we might just have to separate these two, as neither in a long time have even considered ending the matchup. They are just wailing on each other. Oh, and once again, Gonzalez now trying to position Naomi back toward the ramp. They had worked their way toward the ring before, but now they're back toward that steel ramp. Oh, spinning into the power slam is Gonzalez, but again, falls do not count anywhere. Good Lord, Naomi's taking a beating. Things really heated up in this matchup when Naomi body slammed Gonzalez off of the cell. Oh, God. You can hear that metal rattling. And then, again, throwing to the other side. Just over and over again. It's all Raquel Gonzalez at this point.
who's also taken her fair share of punishment, as we've outlined. But again, this is our opening contest. We get a lot more action to bring you. Might make it the executive decision to turn this into a 5-minute timer versus a 10-minute timer. We'll see. We got 2 minutes left if it's a 5-minute, 7 if it's a 10. It's a lot of airtime dedicated to them just wailing on each other and not getting anywhere close to the ring. Perhaps another reason why most simulate this mode of the game rather than playing it out, I'm led to understand. Oh, Naomi almost entirely red. Oh, there we go. Naomi's body entirely red. The only thing not red or even damaged on Raquel Gonzalez somehow are her legs. But both of these competitors in a real bad position as a result of this. I might, again, they have 1 minute left on a 5-minute timer. I think I'm going to go ahead and make the decision, if they don't get back toward the ring in that minute, to go ahead and simulate the finish of this. Oh, God, the suplex onto the apron, or excuse me, onto the rampway. Because I gotta tell you, I fear for the safety of both of these competitors at this point. As they both miss wildly with kicks there. Drop kick and a big boot, neither of them connecting. No, they're not even trying to win the match at this point. They've just been hurting each other. Oh, for ages now. They have 30 seconds to get back toward the ring. 30 seconds to do anything about actually winning the match and not just hurting each other, or I gotta call this off. By which I mean simulate the end and move on in the actual pay-per-view, because we got half an hour and 4 more matches. I mean, 3 more matches, because we're gonna skip the one that we have the interference in. Okay, they get 5 more minutes, because we are skipping that 3rd match as well. I forgot about that. So they can have the full 10, like I originally said. Of which they are halfway through, by the way. Oh, now finally some damage done to the legs of Raquel Gonzalez. Both of these competitors are going to be completely red before this match is over. I have a feeling. There, Raquel Gonzalez repeatedly tapping out, but it means nothing on the entranceway. You have to somehow fight your way back to the ring. Oh, alley-oop onto the metal rampway. Naomi clutching at her face. But again, big power slam by Raquel Gonzalez. That would result in a pin attempt, but again, no such thing on the entranceway here. They are getting farther away from the ring as opposed to closer. Whoa. Hey. Come on. Get. Oh. Okay. Why are you just posing at each other? Big miss by Naomi. You gotta think that the cumulative damage that both of these women have endured at this point absolutely playing a factor in how they approach the end of this matchup. Oh. To say that fatigue might be setting in would be a heck of an understatement. Oh. Big butterfly suplex there to Naomi. Oh, into the Northern Lights to Gonzalez. Back and forth they go on the entrance ramp here. 3 minutes to go until we wave this one off. This is wild. Action spilled out fairly early and stayed out. It's not about winning a match. It's about destroying the other competitor's career. Gonzalez now trying to take over with that series of wrist clutch clotheslines. Here's the 3rd and final one in the sequence. Back to work on the arm she goes. I assure you, Naomi is thoroughly beaten up. Every part of her that could be damaged is damaged to its maximum. Were they in the ring, either of these competitors would easily go down for a 3 count or a submission attempt, I would assume. Oh my gosh, they're actually getting closer to the ring again. Hold on to your hats, everybody. They got 2 minutes to get back into the ring. Oh. Gotta get the offense headed back around the ring. Again, this is just our opening contest of Payback. Nothing seemingly settled. We'll find out in 2 minutes, one way or the other. Oh. Maybe we'll score it on points or something. But we got to call this off soon. The opening match on Payback. Too violent for the pay-per-view. We're going to have to call an end to it. They can't get back into the ring in another 90 seconds here. There we go. Trying to get Naomi closer to the ring. That's a start. Now we're getting farther away again. My word, what an opening contest. I gotta tell you, it should still please the crowd. But I don't know if I should have waited this long, and if it matters that their bodies got completely red, etc., etc. Like, they're not even going for their finishes because they know it doesn't mean anything on the floor. We've not seen a Feel the Glow attempt, and we've not seen a Chingona bomb. As we are under 50 seconds now. They have less than a minute to get back to the ring, or I am seizing executive powers here and simulating the end of this matchup. Naomi has 0 health. Like, that's as low as your health total can be, and she has the bare minimum of health. Yeah, they're both fully stocked and ready with finishers and the like, and they have 30 seconds to get this fight back into the ring. If I were on the PA, they would hear 20. I'll count down from 5, but we're about to hit 10. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I gotta get in there and stop this. This is obscene. I gotta go ahead and just quit and simulate. One-on-one Hell in a Cell. With a win condition, both. I guess that just means pin and submission. Quit. I'm going to get on the screen for this. So a wild one to start us off. I'm going to have to quit and simulate the results of this one. No progress from this match will influence the simulated result. Are you sure you would like to quit and simulate the match? Yes. They could potentially have beaten each other up less. So let's just simulate it. Nothing was settled in front of us. Naomi with the big win. And a 5-star match to rock us to start with. Love it. Okay, so that should complete the rivalry. And it did. Rivalry complete. So that costs us our second highest rivalry. We're also going to ding the highest one. Okay. Had to keep moving. It's taking too long. I think it's in Philly. I'm still not sure. Welcome to the show! Role change. Sure. Everyone's fine with it. Welcome to the Good Guy Squad. Okay. Just a tag team match to get some people on the show, basically. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and simulate this one, too. Alright, so this is just, we're filling a role, we're getting Stratus and Kaylee Ray. No, I'm going to spectate it. Like, there's no reason not to. We're already simulating. We already had to simulate this Hell in a Cell because of the violence that they inflicted upon each other. We're already going to simulate the mid-card, like the middle match, because it's the title match with a run-in. Let's go ahead and spectate the rest. So we have 3 more matches to actually show you. So, hi! Little card fill-in tag team action headed your way. Fleshing things out. I can spare you the entrances. Oh, it is Philly. Thought so. Spare the entrances at the very least. Oh, there we go. Trish Stratus and Kaylee Ray are both in the ring. Hang on. Okay. And is that it? Did we do it? There we are. Everybody's in the ring. Charlotte and Kaylee Ray starting us off here. Ring the bell. Completely different looking referee, like different color shirt. They're wearing a bow tie. Where do we get these refs? Do we hire them in bulk? How does it work? As we finally separated Naomi and Raquel Gonzalez. We're going to reward the match to Naomi based on throwing Raquel off the cell, I guess. Long-term feud coming to an end. A lot more action headed your way, however. Leading this tag team bout. Charlotte has been picking a fight with Trish Stratus for weeks now. It has not resulted in a feud as she's wanted, but that doesn't mean that she does not have continued aggressions against Trish Stratus here. After tonight, we will only have one singles feud working and one tag feud working. We'll have the Catanzaro Morgan, well, 2 tag feuds, but we have to spin off Ripley Storm, Bailey Baszler at some point too. Okay. Oh yeah, send me George China. I forgot about that. Let's write that in. It's a level 1. So level 1. Oh, spikes her down. Nicely done there by Becky Lynch. Level 1. Sammy George and China. We're going to try to build that now. Something to do. Rolls through single arm power bomb. Impressive power there by Becky Lynch, and then denies her the tag to Kaylee Ray into the seated figure 4 variation in front of her own corner. Oh, Trish able to break that fairly early. Just more of a demonstration of power there and technique by Becky Lynch, just letting Trish Stratus know what she might be in for should the two of them ever face each other one-on-one. Now, as we said, Charlotte has absolutely had a beef with Trish Stratus. Not quite the other way, but Charlotte has definitely had it in for Trish Stratus since her arrival here. And we do have Trish for a new contract, which is nice. So I think it's another 5-week deal. Man, Becky stomping away. Immediately getting Trish down to orange as she works the elbow. That was stomp yellow, stomp orange, just like that. Trish is in a bad way early here. Tagging up to Kaylee Ray. Like a superstar, we're trying to push up the ladder of success here. Had a fantastic feud with now world's champion Shayna Baszler that culminated at last month's pay-per-view. Has been off sort of nursing injuries and recovering her stamina since then, but she's back in action tonight. As we started things off with a 5-star Hell in a Cell extravaganza, and I gotta tell you, from the action that we saw versus the action that we had to simulate, it, in my opinion, deserved to be 5 stars with the level of effort both of the competitors put in. I'm glad we were able to bring you like most of it, and then you can just pretend that it eventually ended properly. Oh! Nice suplex there on Kaylee Ray. Flair and Lynch, like a well-oiled machine out here. Quick tags between the two. Oh, dang. Kaylee Ray looking to take advantage after dumping Becky Lynch to the floor. Now, I just put over the tag work of a Charlotte and a Becky Lynch here, but I don't think you're going to see tag team partners coming to the aid of each other once the action spills out to the floor here. Content to let the legal fighters settle their issues. Are in this case Trish Stratus and Charlotte Flair, as Kaylee Ray back into the ring and invites Becky Lynch to join her. Cross the line, says Kaylee Ray. Harkening back to TNA for you. Hang on. Gory special by Kaylee Ray. This is one of her signature maneuvers, usually setting up if she can't get the submission. She has turned that into a gory bomb in the past to put her opponents away. So from the same gory special position, look for her perhaps to snap Becky Lynch or Charlotte Flair forward, spiking them into the canvas with that gory bomb. As she desperately tags and hits the tag to Trish Stratus. Kaylee Ray recovering on the outside. Trish all on her own momentarily. Sending Charlotte Flair to the floor to join Kaylee Ray. And just mocking her from position mid-ring is Trish Stratus. Now slipping outside. Again, we've seen weeks of negative interactions between these two, including some matches. Hasn't resulted in an official feud, but don't tell that to Charlotte Flair. She definitely has a bee in her bonnet for Trish Stratus, who hit a weaker version of the chick kick there. Didn't quite get all of it on Charlotte Flair, but it certainly allowed her to maintain her offensive advantage for the moment. Trish retreating to the confines of the ring, once again inviting her opponent to return. Trying to set her up. Immediately deposits her on the ring frame. What do we got here? Oh! Drop kick off the apron to the ground. Trish stalking her opponent. Might be thinking dive here. Hang on. Oh no. Just waiting for Charlotte Flair to return to the ring. Bit of sportsmanship shown by Trish Stratus. Not so much shown by Flair with those chops to the face. Nice belly to back suplex on Stratus. Oh, and a boot to the bush from Charlotte Flair, who now has that figure 8 at the ready. Hang on, hooks the leg deep here, looking for a quick pin. Kaylee Ray on the apron, just content to observe a kick out at 2. Yeah, looks like we're going long tonight. Into the figure 8, center of the ring on Trish Stratus. Could get her to tap here. Those legs are in the red, and Kaylee Ray with a double X handle to the midsection, breaking things up. Trish in a big bad way here. Gonna need some time to recover. Oh, knee breaker to Kaylee Ray. Stunned, she rolls out of the ring. Trish is still down. In comes Becky Lynch, perhaps looking to finish her off. Into the cover goes Lynch, just hooks the leg gleefully. 1, 2. Trish out at 2. Becky Lynch looking to pick the scraps. No such luck. Quick tag back out to Charlotte Flair. That's all Becky wanted to do, was try to pin Trish Stratus. And out she goes. Oh, nice counter to Charlotte Flair. Trish Stratus looking to her corner. Unfortunately, her partner not there. So Stratus has to fight on alone for the moment. Trying to maneuver herself in position to make the tag once her partner is ready. It's Trish. Oh! Perhaps going Stratosphere or Stratisfaction. Nice spinebuster by Trish Stratus to Charlotte Flair. Into a single leg DDT there. Trish with a quick tag to Kaylee Ray, who's got that finish ready. Charlotte back to her feet. Off the ropes. What an elbow strike. Kaylee Ray going up top. Becky Lynch trying to stop her. Ref gets in the way. Big splash off the top by Kaylee Ray. Has a pair of finishers stored now.
Kaylee Ray also, again, uses that gory bomb. So finish for the special at the very least.
There's 2 of those finishers charged. Oh, this can do it. Into the gory bomb. Spikes her down and into the cover. 1, 2. Becky Lynch with the save. Oh, gee, it's a drop kick, a low drop kick from Trish Stratus. As a thank you for saving the matchup for her team. Becky stunned to the outside. Kaylee Ray's got to try to take advantage while she can. Charlotte Flair all alone in this tag team contest. I don't know if Kaylee Ray's aware of that. Just working the arms. Got to be thinking knockout shot before Becky Lynch can get back on the apron. Up she goes. Charlotte Flair able to fight free. Oh, missing the big boot. Kaylee Ray missing as well. Lung blower by Kaylee Ray. Stunning Charlotte. Becky's back up and on the apron, I would suspect. She's back up at the very least. Into the corner goes Charlotte Flair. Kaylee Ray sends her to the opposite corner. Oh, Becky Lynch waiting, but not quite. Hang on, Charlotte. Perched on the top turnbuckle. Oh, fends off Kaylee Ray. Back on even ground. Natural selection by Flair. Into the cover. 1, 2. Oh, Kaylee Ray out at a strong 2. Pulled back to her feet, but countered. Kaylee Ray's got a finish ready. Oh! Charlotte dodges a headbutt. Backslide driver? That was wild. Kaylee Ray says, not tonight. Grabs Flair. Flips her over. Gory bomb! Into the cover. Trish looking to run interference. 1, 2. No! Charlotte Flair kicks out. What tag team action that only NXT can bring you. Countered by Flair that time. Pulling Kaylee Ray back to her feet. Again dodging the big boot. Oh, can't avoid those chops. Charlotte Flair pulling Kaylee Ray back into her corner with Becky Lynch. Rope-assisted neck breaker to Kaylee Ray. Oh, stiff knee to the jaw. Charlotte with a quick tag back out to Becky Lynch. I gotta say, the tag team chemistry between Lynch and Flair, whether the fans recognize it or not, I see on full display here. Lynch going for the cover. Oh, that knee almost doing the damage. Almost dimming the lights of Kaylee Ray for the 3 count. Oh, that enziguri might do it. But Kaylee Ray looks fired up. Back in comes Charlotte. Another quick tag between Becky and Charlotte. Glad we didn't skip this one. Classic tag team action coming your way. And it'll be lucky to get like 3 stars, one would think. We'll find out. Kaylee Ray halting the movement of Charlotte Flair and tagging in partner Trish Stratus. Trish looking to end things. Trying to set up. Oh, once again missing. Trish was looking for that stratosphere, perhaps in the corner. Charlotte able to block it. Another knee crusher. You can see Trish needing the ropes to get back to her feet. Back in comes Becky. Into the Beck-sploder. I thought she was going manhandle slam, but she turned it into a Beck-sploder instead. Trish in a big bad way trying to get back to her corner. Becky Lynch distracted by playing to the crowd here. I don't know what good it's doing her. Oh, Trish able to sneak her way around and get the hot tag. But immediately met with a disarmor. Becky into the disarmor on Kaylee Ray. That will do it. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair, your winners. Let's take a look at some of the action from earlier. Big boots, gory bombs, natural selections, another gory bomb variation.
Winners, Charlotte Flair.
Nothing that played into the finish, but here's some moves that happened. And how'd we do? 2.5 stars. Yeah. 2.5 stars. Bit of a bring down, but we'll see. We'll see, because from here on out, it should just be banger, banger, banger. We hope. I mean, you always hope. It was fine. That's all we needed. Bailey cuts a fine promo. No movement whatsoever. Okay. Okay, plus, I'm going to write down that it was a +0. Okay, continue that. Not really feeling this jam as a rock song, or a metal song, excuse me. Okay, got to simulate this because Rhea Ripley is going to run in on Shayna Baszler, perhaps costing her the world title. We shall see as we simulate.
1, 2, 3.
Ding, 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 Asuka. I don't know if that means they got the belt, but it was a 3.5 star matchup. It didn't do anything for their rivalry. So I could potentially just sort of ignore that, I think, and put that into
just the tag team rivalry between Baszler, Bailey, Ripley, Storm. We'll see. We'll see, because I didn't progress. If that had bumped it to a 2, then I'd stick with the singles one, but I might just run up the tag feud if that got Asuka the belt back. Mr. T. Hitting that 12K, buddy. Thank you kindly. I got one more week, I think, with Mr. T. 1 or 2 more weeks with Mr. T. And now we spectate this mid-card tables match. As it says, it's a mid-card even though it's semi-main. Mid-card tables match for the NXT Tag Team Championships. Catanzaro and Morgan putting the belts on the line now that we have this rivalry going with Natalya and Indy Hartwell. Here we go. Spectating this Tag Team Title Tables match here on NXT. The NXT Tag Team Title Tables match here in Philly. Let's skip all these entrances. Just want to get to the action. Especially when they do like the belt graphics and stuff. You can just start from there. Alright. Former champions out. We're going to get their titles back. Here come the newbies. I mean, we're also, I'm trying to, cut myself some slack. We're strategizing the best we can. And you have to remember that we are also dealing with half of the number of champions every week. So that would definitely help us boost match quality faster. But we are choosing to only feature female talent in the ring. That's on us, and I knew that going in. As once again, all 4 competitors are going to be in the matchup at the same time. You win the match. The first person to put an opponent through the table wins the match for their team and retains or regains the tag team titles. Oh, what amazing ability by Liv Morgan in the midst of that satellite head scissor to continually adjust her trajectory so that she's able to catch Indy Hartwell unawares, even though Indy Hartwell tried to sidestep it. It's really a athleticism versus technique kind of matchup here. As you see Natalya going to work on the knee of Casey Catanzaro. My word. Vicious streak of the former champs. Clearly want their belts back. Only way to win, like we said, put an opponent through a table. Anything else goes. Nice delayed vertical there to Catanzaro. Oh, Hartwell able to avoid the satellite head scissor that time. In her pursuit of a table. Catanzaro stunned outside the ring. Morgan all on her own. In comes Hartwell with a table. Natalya in firm control of Morgan. I don't know why Hartwell's not setting this table up. Catanzaro's got to get back in here in a big bad way, or she's in trouble. Her tag team titles could be in trouble here. Morgan outside the ring now, luring Natalya to the outside. Meanwhile, Casey Catanzaro able to sneak up on Indy Hartwell. It's hammer throwing her across the ring now, trying to get her set up just so. Oh, Beelzer onto a table. Up top she goes. Drop kick again onto the table, but unfortunately it's not set up, and she did not go through, or that would have been it. Casey grabs the other table at ringside. Now thought about helping her partner out there against Natalya. Changed her mind. Oh! Beats a bit of table herself as she returns to the ring. Hartwell now has Casey stunned. Casey able to counter in ring. Nice leg sweep. There's a table in play in the ring. Meanwhile, Morgan and Natalya outside the ring going tooth and claw. Have each other thoroughly occupied here. Nice somersault, leg drop, signature maneuver from Casey Catanzaro. Big headbutt from Hartwell, trying to stop her momentum in its tracks. Hartwell off the ropes. Oh no, tumbles to the floor. That's not going to help anybody go through a table. Now the action is spilled out in front of the crowd here. All 4 competitors in front of the hard cam. Going at it on the floor. Wailing away at each other. A quick reminder, there are no countouts or disqualifications here in the GWA. There's also no referee in this match because the only way to win is to put an opponent through a table, and I still don't know if the commentary table counts. Oh, Natalya rolling into the legs of that table and folding it up. So, Indy grabbing a second table underneath Liv Morgan as she runs across the ropes and gets Natalya. Indy not satisfied with the two tables in the ring, perhaps grabbing a third, and here it comes. Casey sets up a table in the ring. Natalya's stunned and unmoving. Oh, God! Missile drop kick to the floor by Catanzaro. Nobody was there for that one. Meanwhile, Morgan looking to put Natalya away middle of the ring. Sets her up against the table. This could do it. Oh, Natalya fights free. Catanzaro and Hartwell outside the ring. Natalya's got Morgan in the ring. Bouncing her head off the turnbuckle. What does she have in mind here? Pulling away at the arm joints. The shoulder socket. Hang on, where's Morgan going? Oh, gets caught! What a counter by Natalya! Countering that drop kick off the ropes. And now once again positions Morgan by the table. Those two ladies are fighting over it. Hartwell and Catanzaro outside the ring. Hang on, Catanzaro able to return here. Natalya with a powerbomb. Oh, didn't aim for the table. Oh no! Oh, Catanzaro takes a spill off the top. She was looking for Hartwell on the floor, but Natalya got her from behind. Liv Morgan wrestling on fumes, it looks like. But unwilling to abandon her partner. Oh, God! Hang on! Who went through the table there? Ref unsure. Match continues. Oh! Elbow to the floor by Hartwell to Catanzaro. I think they determined that Natalya put herself through the table on that bulldog. And so the match continues with a table busted. Oh, Natalya unable to set that table up in the ring. In comes Liv Morgan with one of her own. 3.5 tables, let's say, in play. Morgan up top. Waiting for Natalya to stand. Gets caught. Mid-body press. Oh, body slammed onto the legs of the broken table. As Natalya sets another one up mid-ring. Trying to put Liv Morgan down and out. Dragging her over. For the tag team titles, here goes Natalya. Oh, hang on. Liv Morgan didn't end up exactly where she wanted. Natalya tried to position her just so. Here we go. Natalya looking to win this thing. Powerbomb through the table. Natalya and Indy win back the tag team titles. Let's take a look at some of the random action from earlier in the matchup, leading up to this vicious powerbomb through the table for the win and the tag team titles.
Here are your winners.
I'll take it.
Indy
I'll take it.
Hartwell and Natalya.
The first two-time tag team champions in our company's history in our 10-week existence. 4.5. I love it. Okay, that worked great. Natalya and Hartwell won. Table tag, so that was a 4.5 stars. And that also bumped up their rivalry to a 2. Love it. Okay. Let's, 1 second here. There we go. This goes to a 2. That's going to be, that, quite honestly, at the moment, is going to be our top feud. Oh, Asuka Shayna Baszler didn't go anywhere, so I'm going to try to delete that and get Shayna Baszler involved with someone else. Or, sorry, Asuka involved with someone else. I'll try to find another... Because technically, like, Becky, Charlotte, neither of them are technically involved in feuds right now. So I can get them going. Okay, so that's up to a level 2, and they got the belt back. Oh, yeah, and they got the belt back. Making them the first ever 2-time champs. Natalya and Indy Hartwell. Starting their second reign as tag team champions. Congratulations. All right, I've updated my title history. Next. next we have ding 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 a classic. I'm hoping that the TLC 4-star level 4 rivalry main event will be a 5-star, because otherwise we've dipped significantly and we're never getting it back. Okay. Sammy George does it again. Sammy George has just gotten her rivalry with China to level 2. This is our new hottest singles rivalry at the moment. Okay, Sammy George and China are 2. We're going to keep that going. We got Ripley Storm, Bailey Baszler at a 1. We can try to boost that up. But coming up next, we are blowing off our only level 4 feud in the main event of this pay-per-view. Continue. Rivalry grows after that excellent promo by Sammy George. And we are going to spectate this one. TLC main event. Bianca Belair, Xia Li settling their feud. I don't know, because neither of them are champion, I don't know if they still have to retrieve something from a TLC match, or if, as in previous years, if there wasn't a title on the line, you just did a TLC match that ended in a pinfall or submission. So we'll see. I'm not quite sure the win conditions for this one. If they look to grab like a briefcase or something, I could headcanon that into being like a title shot opportunity, perhaps. And maybe regardless of who wins. Oh, okay, so it's a Money in the Bank briefcase. That's not how it's going to work, but that's what it is. Okay. Let's say perhaps then that the winner gets a title shot, because it is a Money in the Bank. But depending on who it is, I don't know. I might swap an alignment. Here we go. Oh! Bianca Belair just slapping the taste out of Xia Li's mouth to open things up. Our other hot rivalry here in NXT. Title shot on the line in this TLC main event. The winner, the first competitor to climb the ladder and grab the briefcase above the ring, contain within it a guaranteed GWA title opportunity for whomever comes out on top. I don't know. Depending on who that is, I don't know what we're going to do. I might flip Asuka heel if Bianca wins, or leave everything alone if Xia Li wins, and then just do like the Xia Li title match. I don't want to blow Bianca Belair. I don't know if it's too early to do a Bianca Belair Asuka feud, but we'll see. I got some people waiting in the wings here. Blam! Down goes Xia Li at the mercy of Bianca Belair in the early going here. Got a chair in the ring that hasn't seen much action yet, and I emphasize yet, as it is all perfectly legal. Once again, no countouts, no disqualifications, no submission, no pinfall in this one. Use the provided tables, ladders, and chairs at your discretion. The ultimate goal is to retrieve the briefcase, hanging high above the ring. Oh! Xia Li was looking exploder. Bianca Belair able to counter. Now Bianca. Nicely done. Kind of a pump handle ripcord gutbuster there. Now Bianca grabbing a ladder. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, suplex, leg hitting the ladder of Xia Li there. Thankfully for her, she didn't hit spine first. Oh, Belair not giving her any time to think about it. Just going to work. Deadlift powerbomb by the EST of NXT. Bianca Belair now trying to set that ladder up center of the ring. Xia Li down and out. Could be a good opportunity to end this thing. Up goes Bianca. Got that briefcase. All right, for those watching at home, that we have this little HUD activity up here. You have to successfully get that ball into the center ring 8 times, and on the 8th time, you grab the belt, briefcase, what have you. Xia Li trying to position herself just so. Oh my gosh. I think she made an attempt to climb the ladder there, and Bianca Belair said no. No, says Belair. Throwing her off the ladder.
cracking her with that chair. Pursuing Xia Li as best she can. Oh, we have one success. We need 6 more. 2 of 8 so far. We're a quarter of the way there. As both competitors battle atop the ladder. Oh, big bonk. Face first goes Xia Li into the ladder, but both women still fighting. Neither has the advantage that I can tell. Hang on, Xia Li putting some moves together. 3 forearms and down goes Belair. What's Xia Li doing? Oh, went to drop the double knees. No one was home. Belair now back up for the briefcase. Xia Li fighting from the floor. Burst of adrenaline after that vicious knee bump. Hang on, into the powerbomb off the ladder. Xia Li looking for this cyclone kick. Can't quite get a good angle on it from the corner. Opts instead to climb. Belair looking down and out at the moment. Xia Li, success 3. Xia Li can't quite get it at the moment. Oh, still spinning. Almost halfway gone. There it is. 4 out of 8. We have halfway loosened that briefcase. And now up. Powerbomb to Xia Li. Oh, able to get the knees up on the shooting star pin attempt. What a counter by Xia Li. Both of these competitors know each other quite well. As we said, they've been feuding for a while now. Boiling over to this #1 contenders TLC match. Oh. Once again, viciously fighting for position atop the ladder. Just booted off the ladder by Bianca Belair, who ascends to the top. Looking to attack Xia Li. Oh, drops the elbow. Between the shoulder blades, Xia Li down and out. Belair spending perhaps too much time checking on her opponent, now deciding to once again pursue that contract in the briefcase. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more, and she's got it. Oh, Xia Li fighting. The next person to successfully complete that mini game wins the contract. Oh, another huge powerbomb. Into the cyclone kick, but Bianca Belair ducks. Gorilla press by Belair. Oh, face first goes Xia Li. Belair up top, thinking 450. Nails her. Xia Li out. Out of it. Belair climbs the opposite side of the ladder. All the time in the world. And she's done it. Bianca Belair is the #1 contender. Let's take a look at some of the action earlier. That missed cyclone kick. There was that 450 that laid Xia Li down and out. As what a view as Bianca Belair unhooks the briefcase. Your winner.
Here is your winner, Bianca Belair.
I mean, I can let the actual ring announcer announce it. How'd we do? Yes. 5 stars. That's what we wanted. Rivalry complete. So that is exactly what we wanted to happen there. Now, Bianca Belair is a babyface and the #1 contender. Our champion is a babyface. Maybe I'll wait until one feud after. Boom, rivalry complete. I think we built well. Let's take a look. Meanwhile, SmackDown. Only 2 promos. TLC Extreme Rules Hell in a Cell. Self promo, call out. So they spent geez, that's 220 right there. 290. So they spent almost $300,000 just on the show. Let me go ahead and simulate that so I don't have to look at it. Amazing booking. You put on a great pay-per-view where the opener and main event matches created a memorable start and finish with highly rated matches.
and they got the same. Dang it. They still got 4 and 5 stars, huh? All right. How'd we do? 5 stars. Yeah, stamina went way down. Popularity went up 5 and 7. Not bad. No change in stamina to flare. She's like, that's fine. I can do tag matches like that all the time. Asuka edges Shayna Baszler. Asuka won the match after hitting her finish, but many are questioning if the outcome would have been different without Rhea Ripley's interference. So I feel that means Asuka won the belt. I'm pretty sure. And then we got... Let's see this one. See, again, we're only going down 4s and 5s. That's not bad. How did this one do, though? 9 and 11. Worth it, because we boosted them all and whatever before, right? So popularity up, etc., etc. Man, that's a good feud. Did it. Rivalry complete. Rivalry complete. Build a little more here. That didn't go anywhere, so we can abandon it if we really want to. Got that up to 2. Yeah, it's basically like anybody versus Asuka. We're trying to start something. And then as soon as we get it on a heel champion, we're going to try to get Bianca in there, as she just proved herself. Okay, let's continue. Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair work really well together as a team. Yeah, I thought so too. So we got 194,000 fans, and we made $143,000 overall. So we kind of got back into okay. So we have, yeah, $250,000. We'll wait a month or two for any more permanent hires if we can. I wonder what's next for Bianca. Tonight's NXT was so much better than last week. That's good. Never would have expected Tamina to be a good guy. Asuka crowned a new champ tonight. So, okay, there we go. That is confirmed that Asuka is a 2-time world champion. So we have 2-time tag champions and 2-time world champions. After she defeats Shayna Baszler. Okay. Let's continue. We're still in second. I see that. Are we close, though? That's all I want to know. They lost $90,000. They still have us by 60,000 fans. That sucks. All right. All right. Definitely our next legend that we're hiring. We're putting them to work doing charity promos. It'll cost us $10,000 a week, but we'll get fans by the 5 and 10,000 or whatever. Okay. We definitely have them on usage of funds. Definitely that going for us. 4 weeks till SummerSlam. Oh. Okay, T's coming up soon. Hang on. I need to do a Naomi and Ignition tag match. I need to do week 11. I forget where we were, but contract is up. Okay. I'd be interested in staying, but the cost would be $29,000. No thanks, bud. We're gonna hire somebody else for 10 weeks and do maybe 5 charity, 5 ad. We'll try that next week. Okay, so one more Mr. T. Thanks for the title rematch. So we satisfied that. And your new champion, once again, good to have the title back in my hands. Thanks again for the rematch, boss. I appreciate it. Feel like I'm on a roll this season at NXT. So Asuka was like, thank you, thank you, thank you. That loser Ripley attacked me during that last fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. I want to settle things in the ring with her within the next 3 weeks, which is great. Because we have a tag team feud that you're already embroiled in. Oh, no chance. Oh, no, I hit the wrong thing. Dang it. Oh, no. Crap. I can't go back. No, I can't. Hang on. All right, I'll have to accept it. I messed up there. I meant to do it because I was like, yeah, absolutely. But, okay. I'm still going to give her the match because she's in a tag team feud. Sorry about that. Aw, dang. Okay, I'm going to leave this unbooked. We'll book it next week. Have your most popular available female face and heel fight each other, and you get most of your fans stay. Man, I'm so sorry. Okay, Naomi and Ignition need to team up. I don't know what happened. We got so close, and then like we've stayed the same level apart, and I thought I would have gained ground crushing that pay-per-view. That's too bad. Okay, I'm gonna grab this. It's only 15k. Back it up. Yeah, nobody in a sort of permanent... Well, I mean, permanent Xavier Woods, but that's not what I mean. Logan Paul. What else do we got? Nobody this week. 0 people. I mean, I gotta hire somebody to take over for Mr. T next week. But I think I'm gonna go 10 weeks on a legend, like maybe The Undertaker or something. And like I said, do 5 advertising, 5 charity, because that way they make money, and then they translate that into fans as well, which would help cover the cost of them making the money in the first place, or the cost of the charity ones in the first place. Anyway, I'm gonna exit my GM as it is. We're gonna fill this show up next week. Oh, it's in St. Louis. Let me at least put that in. Okay. St. Louis, Missouri. Match number 1. I need to do Naomi, Ignition versus, and then pick 2 people. Okay, I already have that. I already got that penciled in. That's the only thing I have penciled in. Oh, and an advertising promo for Mr. T. His last. There. So I got the first match in the first. Let me do that right now. First match is going to be Naomi and her best pal. Ignition, way down here. What's the commissioner goal I'm failing? Most popular, most popular. Okay, so Naomi, Ignition, babyface, babyface, heel, heel. So, hang on. Gonzalez. So we have. No. Their feud's on cooldown though. All right, let's do it anyway. And Sammy. Oh no, she's feuding with China. Oh. Sure. Let's do Charlotte. And Becky. There you go. What's our most popular? Who's our most popular? Asuka and Shayna. I see. You failed commissioner goal. Hang on. Have your most popular available female babyface and heel fight each other this week. So who's popularity? 77-69. Oh. I see. I can't put Becky here. I see. Well, you can be Liv Morgan for the moment. You can be... why didn't that work? Oh. I'd hit start. You can be Raquel, my default stand-in. Okay. Becky. Now I've met the commissioner goal. Should it be a title match? No. It could be a table match, though. Okay, so I put that in to complete the rivalry goal. So that's match number 4. Tables, because why not? Can I finally spark a feud between Becky Lynch and Asuka? We shall see. So that's done. I currently have Sammy George China at a 2. Let's promo China calling out Sammy, if I can. Yep. There we go. Turns out I'm kind of booking it. I didn't mean to,
But this, it kind of like snowballs once you start things, you know? There we go. So, call out. That becomes the second promo. Here's Mr. T. The first one is a call out. China to Sammy George. Let's see if we can get that percolating up to a level 3 or 4, and then we'll maybe put them in tags for a little bit, and then maybe take them off TV for a week, put them back on TV, whatever. We'll figure it out. Got a few weeks to figure it out. Match number 2. I mean, I'm already halfway there, so promo 3. Hang on, match promo. Oh, that's why. Match promo. Match promo. Match. So, match number 2. What are the feuds did I have, did I say? China Sammy George is being done in the call-out thing. Hopefully that works. Ripley, Storm, Bailey, Baszler. So let's see if we can do that here. You two together against Ripley and Storm. Even though, again, she's mad at me for saying no. That's my bad. We're going to go ahead and just... What do we got? Oh, they got the stamina for it. Let's put them in an Extreme Rules match. There we go. Extreme Rules, table match. That's also a feud. So let's actually get out of here. Let's do that. That's going to have more impact because it's part of a feud. It's a specialty match, etc., etc. So that's going to be all of the feud work I'm going to do. Yeah, hang on. Naomi and Ignition versus Charlotte and Raquel. But that's actually match number 3 now. Match number 1. It's going to be an Extreme Rules match for no reason. I mean, they're in a feud between Ripley and Storm versus Bailey Baszler. As I'm trying to, like, get rid of the Asuka feud, start a new thing, maybe with Becky here. Another tables match. Extreme Rules call out. Mid-card match. So I need a match 2 and a promo 3. Match 2. 1-on-1. Do I have... So let's get Tamina in the ring, since they're new here. And... Man, I'm running low on bad guys, but we'll do Mia Yim, Tamina. There. Mia Yim, Tamina. Ooh, we went an almost extra half an hour today. And then, let's see. I kind of want... Yeah, hang on one second. Roster. Manage roster. Let's take a look at our roles here. So we ignore Mr. T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 baby faces. Ignoring Mr. T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 heels. We're gonna permanently hire Sammy George, so that's still 10. We're gonna probably not hire, we're gonna get rid of Ignition in 2 weeks. So that brings that down to 11, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So that'll bring that down to 11 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 versus 10. We should still hire somebody. Okay, let's see who we got. I could do show up and, you know what I mean? Like show up and turn them heel. If I want to get Dakota Kai for 5 weeks. See, like I feel like if you're a 58 stamina and a 51 popularity, why don't you count as an up-and-coming talent that I can use this power card on? You know? Why can't I just use it on Sammy? I'm just going to go ahead and use it on Sammy. Oh. She will undergo training for 2 weeks to be a full-time superstar. Okay. I mean, sure. I don't know if that means she can't be called out. We'll find out. Does that change this? Nope, can still call her out. Okay, no problem. She can still be called out. I can still do a promo. So, who's just going to do a promo? Yeah, so there's a feud and a fussing going on here, but we're skipping it this week. We got her for 5 more weeks still. Xylee came out on the losing end of that, but let's have Bianca Belair come out and do a self-promo after winning that main event. So that would be, yeah, putting herself over next to the main event of Becky Lynch Asuka, which is a tables one-on-one. There's no feud there yet. We're trying to start something. Got a feud here. Having a match to have a match in this case. Same thing. Trying to get that commissioner goal. Trying to satisfy everyone else's all other requirements. Spinning off the feud that we've already done, but we already know they work well together, so that might be all right. Yep, that call-out's still fine. His last advertising promo for us. So we have to hire a new... Let me make some notes here. Have to hire a new Hall of Famer. And perhaps a heel. Hall of Famer and then heel question mark. We'll see. We shall see. Even doubling the cost of everything that they did, I didn't get that big of an advantage. And I feel bad about that. I was hoping it would be more, but it was not. That's okay. These things happen. All right, so we ended up booking next week's first show regardless, because once you start putting matches together, you have to be like, all right. I mean, you don't have to, but in my head, it's just like, all right, well, what else can I do? What else can I do? What else can I do? Da 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 da. Okay, gonna try to get this to a 2. Gonna try to get this to a 3. Gonna try to start anything. Advertising. This is, again, we're just... The mid-card to me is like just trying stuff out. Also, we're satisfying Naomi's need to tag with Ignition. Enjoy it while you can, because we're not having Ignition on our roster too much longer. Bianca comes out and puts over the fact that she won that TLC in the main event last night. We're giving Xylee the week off. And Asuka, Becky Lynch, our 2 most popular fighters, in a tables match. Hoping to start a feud here, because if we can start one here and keep it rolling at a good clip, we can get a good title match set up for the pay-per-view. And then again, next in line is going to be Bianca. After SummerSlam, we're going to try to build Bianca into that position. But until then, we can still keep using her against maybe Charlotte or whatever else. We will figure it out. Okay. Much like I will figure out how to hit this fancified button. As we focus on Becky. And thank everybody for watching, no matter where or when you happen to be. Wishing everybody chill vibes and clear skies. If you find yourself in possession of a plethora of positive energy, please share it if you can spare it. And don't forget about your old pal, the Silent G, Rad Gnarly, saying so long for now. We're going to be back on the air Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time to finally prepare for the ultimate battle against the world bosses of Ark Survival Evolved, at least the world bosses contained on the introductory island map. Until then, of course, TTFN. Let's go find somebody to spread a little love to on our way out of here. Vamp, 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 as the stream deck crashes. I am mildly perturbed that the steps that I took to eliminate pretzel rocks from my chat display appears not to have worked. Hang on. That is a shame. Did I spell it wrong? No, I did not. It's supposed to take... maybe I get rid of this thing. It's supposed to skip anyone who actually say, hang on, let's try that again. Oh. Well, it didn't happen naturally, so it's not going to bother. Anyway, that's just me vamping whilst I figure out who we can send some love to. There we go. All right. Thanks for hanging, everybody. Hope I see you tomorrow night for what could be the penultimate or ultimate version of... Probably not. Like, it's probably going to take us a week to do each boss. Who knows? We'll find out. Ta-ta for now, everybody.